as he turns to haul ass, what is it you want to do?
I want to start running with him, and as I start to run, I'm also going to disguise myself to look just like Cordell. And then once like we're 5 feet forward or 10 feet forward, I'm gonna veer off to the left or the right, just the opposite direction that Cordell's going,
Okay, I
to try to distract.
I just want to make you aware,
Yes.
disguise self can only add 1 foot of height to yourself.
Oh,
Wait,
wait, how tall is Cordell?
He's
um,
5 foot something. I think he's 5'7"
it,
if I remember correctly.
yes, I think 5 foot. It's either 5 foot, between 5'6" and 5'9".
Okay.
Hold
So
on.
you'll still be about a foot short, maybe more than that. Just saying.
Okay, so
If you still want to do it, you would
I
know
I
that.
will decide not to do that.
Okay. Yeah, disguise self can only add or lose a foot of height.
Gotcha. All right, well, that's good to know.
Yeah, I'm 5'10".
There, yeah,
Okay, cool, cool.
yeah.
It's a bit too tall for me. Fair.
Huh.
Okay. So, you know what? Let's put some more appropriate music on. What have I got? Oh, please tell me this isn't what I think it is, but it might be. No, that's not what it is. Boo. You suck, music.
There's just like some sad sounding music.
Yeah, I was just like, what is that? That's terrible.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go. Yes. The old-timey piano. So, Cordell, as you immediately go off, bolting, as you bring the dagger with you from behind, what are you planning on doing?
Okay. As I'm running, how far is the dagger behind me?
It would have to be at the least about, I would say, 10 feet, and you could
10 feet.
bring it closer to you, but you have to slow yourself down.
Okay. I'm gonna slow myself down a bit and try to blend in with the crowd and grab the floating dagger.
There isn't that much of a crowd. It's not crowded enough where it's impeding your speed, and it's also not crowded enough to vanish, per se. Like, there's people, but it seems like all of them are either deliberately walking by places or already stopped and looking somewhere.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can find the largest group of people that I can see, and I'm going to just hide with them. You know, just inconspicuously, just try to slide in.
Go make a perception check for me real quick.
Perception. Does the magical light inside here impede my vision?
No.
Oh, okay. So
So
that
it would
means
be the 18th. Okay.
Yeah.
As you're running past, you're looking left and right between stalls here and there. As you start to hear a ruckus start to form throughout the crowd, you notice this minor cluster of people, maybe about 7 or 8 people that are kind of all just either talking amongst each other or just busy with their own things, not really fully paying attention to anything. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Okay. Oh my lord.
Oh.
As you go into this group, and you take that, like, the solitary friend that always has their hood up and, like, never really participates in everything. The moment you slide in, all the conversation between those people just dead stop as they look at you in utter confusion. And you get a hint that they are not happy that you just suddenly walked in on whatever conversations they were having.
Oh. Hey guys, I'm not here to. I'm just here to look to see what y'all looking at.
In that moment, you hear just a loud, high-pitched whistle just go off in the entire place, and everybody hears that sound, including these people that kind of look around for a moment. Oh, I'm gonna get a roll for that. See if they realize what's going on here. They look just utterly confused, looking back and forth, and they seem just totally forgot about you.
Okay, good. I'm going to use minor illusion, and I'm going to give myself a mustache.
Okay. Yeah.
Minor illusion.
FYI, minor illusion does not move.
Oh, it doesn't move.
It does not move.
Oh, but wait, honey, can't I put it on myself and it go with me?
Let me see the reading. Let me see the wording on this.
It says you create a sound or an image of an object within the range that lasts for the duration. So it lasts for 1 minute. You can create the sound, a whisper or scream. You can create an image of an object such as, for instance, the object cannot create sound, light, smell.
Physical
or any
interaction
secret-
with the image reveals it to illusion because things can pass through it. So it's
So when it-
stationary, and you can just go right through it.
Oh. Okay. I'm just gonna try and be as inconspicuous as I can.
Go ahead and just make a general charisma check.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. As you break away from that group before they seem to notice or possibly care about anything that you're up to doing right now, you slip off and you kind of just put your hands in your pocket, pocketing the dagger, patting yourself down a little bit, taking as casual as possible. In the meanwhile, Ashana, and Sivo, the merchant in question, as Cordal bolts off, and you see one man, seemingly just part of the crowd, from about 10 feet away from you, you notice the sound of heavy footfalls beam it the other way. Not sure as to where he's going. As the merchant in question looks at the two of you, and just goes, "Are you gonna pay for that?"
The dagger?
"For his arm."
And
Do
Delon
you
and I
know
will
who
walk
that
away.
was?
Sivo goes, "Do you know who that was?" Ashana just walks away.
With Delana in tow.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess not.
Go ahead and just make a deception check for me, Sivo. I just want to see. I just want to see.
Oof.
4. He just kind of gives you a hard glance and goes, "Very funny. Good to know." And you see him starting to pack up a bunch of stuff at his stand.
All right. Well, have a good day. I'll just look for Delana and Ashana, wherever they went.
You're muted.
Who?
DM.
Oh.
I can't hear him. Can you, Siva?
I cannot. No.
Okay.
I can't hear him either.
Not since he said that he packed up and left.
Yeah.
Open now?
There
Yep.
we go.
Okay, weird.
Okay, real quick. Siba and Cordal, can you hear each other?
Sibo
I can
is
hear
loading.
myself.
No.
Hold up.
Come on, Sibo.
No.
Wait
You
for
can do it.
Wait for it. There's loading.
Yeah, he's still loading for me.
They're both still loading for each
No.
other, so hold on.
No.
I mean, I can just
I know
empty
if
my
I
cache.
if I
anyway,
refresh,
give
I'm
me
not
a
gonna be able
minute.
to hear anybody. Sibo.
I would say, Sivo, do a hard refresh, because last time it worked. Maybe it'll work again.
There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
thank God. Okay, we found the solution.
Okay. Good.
So, alright, he finishes. He goes to pack up. Doesn't even regard you at that point. And then when you go to look for Asha and Delana, very easily, they're about 30 feet away from you, just walking in the opposite direction.
We're just perusing more shops. We have other things to buy.
Yeah. They're just walking past and just keeping looking, just keeping the eyes out. Nothing else.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll start looking around too, see if I find
Okay.
anything.
And since you weren't here last week, there are a variety of magical weapons. There are magical items, and I didn't mention it last week, but I'm saying it now. There were scrolls and potions as well. And armor seems to be the sparsest of things when it comes to magical in any way, shape, or form. As you actually already know that Ashana and Delana already debunked one magical armor.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But
Alright.
there is the cream of the crop. If there's anything specifically you want to look for, whether it is potions, consumables, weapons, that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
it definitely sounds like there's crop. I don't know about cream, but
But in the meantime, while you guys are looking around and still kind of perusing, kind of just like, oh, Cordal will deal with that. He'll figure out what to do. You start to notice heavy footfalls, and when I mean heavy, I mean trembling the ground itself. And there comes a moment where you hear just a booming voice in the entire place ring out, and to the point that even Cordal can hear it. You just hear, "To the kind gentleman who dares think they can backstab the black market, I ask you this. What do you think is more valuable? What you stole, or what we'll take? You have one chance." And
I just
in that moment, whatever that heavy footfall is, Ashana, Delana, and Zebo, you'd be able to see just this hulking 10-foot golem just making its way through the side of the entire hall, just looking over the stands and looking through the lanes, just looking for someone you probably think you know who.
cool.
Still shopping.
Yep.
Gotta find
I'll
Delon some
stare
armor.
and wonder a bit at this this golem.
Yeah, it's an insane construct, and it's a bit inspiring. Kind of like maybe one day.
I just kind of think to myself, well, obviously the dagger is more important. I mean, what could you possibly take from me? I'm just gonna keep being inconspicuous.
Okay, what are you trying to do while you're being conspicuous? 'Cause you got a little bit of time.
I'm gonna look around just to see if I can spot Ashana, Delana, and Sibo, and not regroup with them, but just kind of tail them.
Go ahead and just give me a perception check.
Alright. So that would be the 8, I believe.
Okay. So as you're going around and trying to keep an eye out for Delana and Shauna, keeping your head down but still acting as casual as possible, just being like that shady person in the hallway no one really wants to bother talking to. You can't really seem to spot them. And there comes a moment where you just feel the faintest chill on the back of your head. And you kind of turn around to see what in the world that is. You turn around to feel the trembling footfalls getting closer and closer to your proximity. As you kind of start to casually back yourself away, you hear the footfalls become ever clearer. It's just... And as you kind of glance behind you for one little instant as you're trying to stay as casual as possible, it seems this broken formation and is coming right for you.
I'm gonna try. I want to attempt to hide from it because I feel like it's got a bead on me.
Go ahead and make a stealth check with disadvantage. 14. As you kind of break from your casual walk and stride, you go in between some of the stands themselves and try to cover yourself as much as possible and try to halt, see if you can lose it from following you. As you hear the footfalls just
Okay, now I'm starting to think, oh, this thing's chasing me.
And eventually, as you're kind of standing there and you're in the middle of thought, you're kind of quietly heaving to yourself, like, "Oh, it's chasing me. It's chasing me here." Seems to have just gone right past you for the time being.
Just a sigh. Oh, but
Anything
it
else
could
for
be-
the time
it,
being?
it could be going for the door. Can I see what general direction is it going? Is it going for the door?
You want to look, or you want to just try to puzzle it on your head?
I want to look. I just want to see if I can see where it's going, like the general direction of where it's going.
As you kind of lean out of your hiding spot and try to get a good view of it, it seems to be heading in the direction of the door itself. But once it gets towards near the end of the stalls, where it has to walk a little bit more distance to get towards the door, it just stops and turns around and looks right back down towards the path of which you're on, but it doesn't move yet, almost like it hasn't seen you just yet. So it seems like it's in sentry duty right now.
Hmm. I'm gonna continue to try and find Ashana, Delana, and Ziba.
Go ahead and make another perception check.
That'd be
Go ahead and make
11.
a charisma check.
Oh my lord.
I know your pain.
I'm reasonably charismatic.
You are. As you kind of slink away, trying to find your teammates, trying to find where in the hell they went. Constantly weaving and going through people, making sure you're trying to lose the direction of wherever this person is, or wherever this golem is going from. There comes several turns and twists where maybe you just missed them, maybe you're just going in circles, maybe you're panicking too much, but you just can't seem to find them. And it comes to a moment where you're maybe about 20 or so minutes later, and you hear that familiar footfall once again, just making its way closer and closer towards you.
I don't want to give away my position. I'm going to hide.
Go make a stealth check.
Okay.
Come on, don't net one. Oh, thank God.
Okay. As you slink away to hide, as you hear the footfalls once again just make their way right past you. You watch as, from your little hiding spot, you take notice as one man seems like a half-orc, or at least should be a half-orc for what green skin he has covering his face. So it doesn't seem like it's his natural skin. As he just turns his head over your direction, just dead stops, and turns his head towards your direction. Doesn't say a word, just looks towards your direction. Starts to take a stance and crosses his arms. Starts to tap his foot.
I just kind of look around and I just kind of point to myself, like, you looking at me?
He just nods ever so slowly. Go make a perception check for me.
Okay, because I was surely about to say that I was about to go over there.
Oh, this might change it. Maybe not.
Okay, you said a perception check.
Yes.
persuasion.
22. In that moment of contemplation, you're like, should I go over there, yes or no? You feel the trembling of that golem entity in the distance, slowly getting louder and louder. And as it's getting louder, you start to realize his footfalls are in tandem with the trembling of the golems. Each and every one. Tap, 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 tap. And he's just looking at you.
Oh shit.
Oh, he's controlling the golem. Okay, well, okay, I look at him and I kind of mime out, do you want me to come over there?
He just gestures his head. Just says yes.
Okay, am I in trouble? Are you mad at me? Will I die? Are you gonna kill me? However you mime that out.
He would have to speak at that point because there's no there's no other way to say it. As he finally just speaks, he just goes, "Take a guess."
He's close enough to where I can hear him, right? Without him like shouting.
30 feet, yeah.
30 feet. Okay. Okay. Okay.
And the footfalls of the golem are starting to get louder. You imagine he's probably like 5 seconds away, if not 10.
Okay. What if I just pay you for it? Will I be free to go with whatever you intend to take from me?
You see his foot just stop, and as does the stomping of the golem in the distance. There's honor among thieves. It'll be an upcharge.
How much?
$2,500.
25. Okay. I say, yeah, no chance, and I cast Fog Cloud.
Okay. Okay, at that point, we're gonna have to roll initiative real quick.
Okay.
That's fucking great.
Is it initiative for just me?
Yeah.
Okay. So click.
Yeah, you're going first. Ever so barely, but you are going first. So as you cast Fog Cloud and you encompass the 20-foot area around you with thick-ass cloud to the point that even you can't see, where are you going and what are you doing? As the instant you hear this fog cloud go off, you hear the footfalls of the golem starting up again.
Okay, I'm going to dash in the other direction out of the fog cloud, and I'm going to start desperately looking for any sort of thing I can climb up, any sort of ventilation, another entrance point.
Go ahead and make an investigation check as you are dashing the hell away and trying desperately to look around to see, is there a way out of here?
Investigation.
Okay.
Puppy, stop scratching yourself over here. Go that way.
As you're looking around, you don't see anything. But at the same time, you know that that cannot be right. There has to be some way out of here besides that one doorway. Either an emergency, merchandise, employees, guards. Somehow, somewhere, there has to be a way out. You just don't seem to see it as of this moment.
Okay, can I see the golem from where I'm at?
Not currently, no.
Not currently? Okay, so the thing can't be too terribly big if I can't see it from where I'm at.
Or within 60 feet, you start to cut a lot of line of sight off.
Well, yeah, that too. I'm going. How? Okay. How far would you say I am from the wall of this place?
From the wall, I would say at this point, from where you were hidden, since you
Mhm.
were generally hovering towards the door
Mhm.
in a little bit, I would say you're probably 50-ish feet away.
I'm gonna I'm gonna head to the wall of this place, and I'm just gonna start like moving along the wall, just see if there's any sort of illusionary wall, maybe a switch or something that activates. You're just kind of
Okay,
coasting the side of the wall.
so that would be your next turn. So in the
Yes.
meantime, as you're making that decision, you hear the footfalls of that golem just start to get louder and louder behind you, to the point that it starts to speed up. Almost like it is just outright hauling ass to chase you now.
Oh, so it knows where I'm at. Hmm.
So that's gonna be its turn, and you're gonna spend your turn going along the wall.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make yeah, another investigation check as you
Okay.
are hugging the wall and making your way across it.
That's
13.
worse.
As you are trying your best to try and see, trying to make it not as obvious as possible, or are you trying to be as obvious as possible?
No, I'm not trying to be as obvious as possible.
Okay. In that time that you're trying to be careful and trying to be hidden, but also trying to get the hell away, you can't seem to find any sign or anything that should tell you this is a way out or there should be another access way of some kind. And while you're investigating the wall, you see behind you coming crashing through a group of people, knocking a couple of them to the ground. This large 10-foot golem that was on your ass before, that is now 40 feet away from you, making a beeline for you. What are you going to do this turn?
Okay, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to shout at it, "Do you treat all your customers like this?" And I'm going to just haul ass, just go, just run, just double dash, go
Where to?
back through the stalls of the black market.
You're going to try to loop it around?
Yes.
Okay. As you say that and you do that, as you go back towards the stalls and you hear the golem's feet grinding as it tries to turn, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Wisdom.
Yep.
Oh, that's actually not bad.
Plus 0,
You
damn.
succeeded.
Oh.
You feel a momentary tension in your muscles, almost like it wants to lock up, but you break through with your head and you ignore that feeling as you force yourself and you go right through and back through the stalls themselves.
Whole person.
Oh, I
Congratulations
can't
on
let.
the time.
So that means I can't let the golem see me. Well, that's what I'm assuming.
So
Cordell
what are you
doesn't
gonna?
know. Cordell doesn't. Okay, what? It obviously knows where I'm at. So this dagger must have something on it that is tracking me. Um. Yeah.
Oh.
Uh, and a Constitution score of 0 doesn't help either. 'Cause I'm
Ooh.
rolling
I know the
down
feeling on that
one
one.
time.
Oof. So what are you trying to do as you are rushing through these stalls once again? The golem's 40 feet on your ass, attempted to stop you. You broke through. What are you doing?
Um. Okay. Since I turned around and booked it the other way, how far would I be from the golem right now?
40 feet.
40 feet. Did I take that spell? No. Damn it. I thought I took prestidigitation. I was gonna prestidigitate some mud all over its face, but I didn't. I didn't take that one. I was thinking about it too because I was talking to somebody about
Oh, that would be such a great way to do it.
Oh.
I prestidigitate all over your face.
Oh God.
I'm gonna have to take that whenever I get more spells, because I could actually think of a lot of uses for that.
That's gonna take a while, cause that's a cantrip.
I know.
So what are you doing?
Do I see that orc anywhere?
No.
No. I want to keep an eye out for that orc as I'm running away. The
Go
half
make a
orc.
perception check.
Is it perception?
Yep. Okay.
No.
So what are you doing as you are running through? You're trying to keep an eye out as best you possibly can. You can only really go shooting glances as you're making your way through people, making sure you don't crash into someone and that slows you down. As the golem is 40 feet on your ass. What are you doing?
Did you repeat that?
The golem is 40 feet behind you, and as you're kind of shooting left and right, just trying to not crash into people to slow you down, keeping your eyes out as best you possibly can while you're running. What are you doing?
I want to cast minor illusion, and I want to make a copy of the dagger on the ground, just to make it look like I dropped it.
Okay.
I don't know if you want me to keep posting that in there, or do
No,
I
it's
just
okay.
say it?
It's cool.
Okay.
FYI, that's gonna use your action, so you're gonna lose 30 feet from your speed.
That's fine.
Okay.
Keep in mind, rogues can dash as a
do
bonus
120.
action too.
Yeah, so they can do 90. And this thing has been relatively on his ass the entire time. Gotta tell you a little something.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I think is 10 foot tall. I imagine it's got a longer stride than I do.
As you take a brief moment to cast the minor illusion to hopefully distract this monstrosity of a creature. As you drop it on the ground, you leave it there, and you keep going for whatever distance you can. You watch as the golem gets closer and closer. Now it'll only be 10 feet away from you, and it just outright ignores the dagger on the ground. Just doesn't even bother to look at it, just goes right over it.
Okay, so yeah.
And he's beelining it for you. I need you to make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Okay, well, at this point, would Cordal manage to notice, like, oh, this thing definitely knows where I am at all times?
Yes. Or at least you get the idea that as long as it has seen you, it knows where you are. Because there was the one time it couldn't see you and it didn't bother coming for you.
But I think that's when the half-orc seen me, I believe, and I got a natural 20.
Yeah, then after that is when he saw you, yeah.
Yep.
Once again, you feel that tension in your body and you just force your way through it. No effect. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as well.
Dexterity, okay.
Ooh. As you're making your run and you feel the tension in your body start to grip and you break through it, in that one instant that you feel relief that you broke through the spell again, you watch as out of the corner of your eye, this loop of rope and steel balls of sorts wrap around your legs and you fall prone onto the ground flat. As you impact into the stone ground, you look up to see on the rooftops is that strange half-orcan looking man, and you watch as he just hops down off of the roof. As he gets closer to you, you get the idea that's like, oh yeah, that is not a half-orc, because the green coloration to his face looks a lot more like scales.
It's either a lizard folk or a dragonborn.
You see him kind of just lean down next to you. You technically have a turn to do something if you want.
Okay, so it would take an action to undo the rope.
Yes.
Off of mine. can't cast a spell as a bonus action unless it's a cantrip, right?
Unless it says bonus action.
Okay. Damn. Okay, when it says casting time 1 action,
That's an action.
That's an action. Okay.
Otherwise, it'll say bonus action.
I want to try and knock him prone and get up.
How do you want to do so? You want to try to swing at his feet, try to drag him down? What are you trying to do exactly?
Sweep his feet.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh.
Rolled an 8. Has a +1.
Rolled an 8 with a +1. Oh, so
Yep.
He
So as you go to, you wriggle your feet to try to sweep out from underneath him. You watch as he hitches for a moment, but he stands his ground, and that grinning smirk to his face turns into more of a scowl as he leans down to look at you and just goes, "And I tried being so political."
Oh yeah, well, well, it's not my fault that the merchant tried to scam me out of this. I know exactly how much this is worth. He was trying to cheat me.
"Oh, we offer fair pricing.
Oh, you offer
So.
fair pricing.
Pay up, or," and he reaches and he grabs onto your wrists. "Pay up." I'll see what I.
We lost Tebow.
At this point, you start hearing the stomp of the golem start to close right above you. That overcast shadow just is darkening everything around you.
I don't want that. Yeah, I'm gonna take my dagger and I'm gonna try and gouge out his eyeball.
Make an attack at disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it can't get worse than a 9. Oh, come on.
Oof.
Hello?
Oh, there you are.
Alright, I have to hard refresh again because I can't hear Cordell.
Okay. Oh,
Oh, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, you just went out for me randomly.
you're good. Cordell's now in an
Yeah,
endless loop of refreshing. Up, and he crashed.
Oh no, everybody's dead for me.
What's happened to me?
I can hear Sivo.
I can hear Cordell.
I can
You
hear
can?
Cordell
I
also.
can hear.
What?
Ashana,
Okay, I'll refresh.
Hello?
Hello? Okay.
There we go. Okay. As you go to try to quickly. Actually, it's a good question. Are you going for your new dagger or the old one?
I want to go with the old one. He's
Okay.
not getting a chance to take my new dagger.
I was just asking. You go and you reach for your dagger, and as you go to swing right for his eye, almost like he was aware of what you were gonna do, he just grabs onto your arm. Not tightly, just grabs enough to stop you. I'll take that as a moment of understanding, then.
What about if we cut some kind of deal? I don't try to kill you. You let me keep the dagger, and me and my group will work for you. How about we come to some sort of an arrangement?
Make a persuasion check.
I love how he said my group.
Yep. Yep.
Well, I mean, I'm
He's our
pretty-
now de facto leader. It's fine.
Well, I don't know. I don't know who has the highest charisma here. Would you say persuasion check?
Persuasion, yeah.
Okay.
Bartholomew does,
Yeah,
actually.
good old Barty.
Yeah. Yep.
I was gonna say probably the bard. Damn. There's a moment where he kind of contemplates. And he looks up to his own golem and just goes, "I don't think you can kill me, but if you're offering your services to make good of your wrongs, maybe then we can cut a deal. But first, he'd let go of your wrist, but now without letting go of the dagger hand. The merchandise.
I'll give you the merchandise on the condition that when the work is done, I get it back. It seems.
Persuasion check at disadvantage.
Okay, please. Oh.
Not terrible.
Yeah, but not the best.
No. That's not up to me to decide.
Then who's it up to?
You think you're in the position to ask questions.
Oh, I'm in.
And you just hear the golem's foot just stop right beside you. Just.
Oh, everybody's always in a position to do a lot of things. You don't really get to make the decision on what I can do. At least for the moment, all I'm asking is to just let me keep the dagger. Or if I give it to you, you give it back when the service that I provide is complete.
And I'm asking you to give back what you stole. Or, and he raises his hand ever so slightly, and you hear the foot just rise, and you feel the ever falling bits of gravel onto your back. There is no deal.
Okay, how about I give you half of what the dagger's worth, and when I get in the rest of the money, you'll get the
You see
other
his
half.
hand starting to fall a little bit.
All right. I give him back the dagger.
You watch him as he raises his hand, and the foot falls right beside you again. And he takes the dagger.
We'll see.
You actually see him kind of looking at it, kind of confused, and he goes, "Really? For this?"
Well, I don't know what it does. It looks quite lavish, don't you think? It looked real nice, and I just kind of open up my cloak and just show him my belt. I think it would have looked real nice hanging off my belt.
He's gonna kind of stand up ever so slightly. We'll call you. Don't need to worry about anything else. And he just starts walking away with the golem stomping right behind him. He did not bother to unwrap your feet, by the way. So he just leaves you on the ground.
And I untie my feet and I go looking for Ashana, Delana, and Sibo.
Okay. In the meantime, Ashana and Sibo, what kind of shopping you want to do?
You first, Sibo.
Oh, I'm just gonna look for a lot of general supplies. Like, more than any person should actually have.
Oh, well, this is a black market. We can do the general shopping if you want, just a little bit after this.
I can't do that in a black market. I want, like, the good rope.
Oh god. He's making like a curse bondage rope.
I'm just joking. I'll let Ashana go first because I have no idea what I would be looking for.
Well, like I said, just if you want to get any idea, there are scrolls, potions, weapons. There's very little armor, and there are a couple of items here and there.
So, still continuing with my detect magic bullshit for this. Kind of looking for interesting magic items, and also armor for Delana still. Still looking for that full plate.
Unfortunately, there would not be any full plate magical armor.
Even non-magical.
Non-magical, there would be a couple on par with the other demonic armor that you saw, only this time more just lavish in appearance more than outrightly intimidating. Or very much has like etched designs of all sorts of things, like the forest or maybe some sort of divinity of some kind. But it seems very much like those are just straight up meant to look like the most gaudy fucking shit you've ever worn.
Out of curiosity, the one with like all the divinity etchings and stuff like that. I'm gonna inquire how much that is with the Lana.
There's that one. 2,250.
Oh, holy shit. Just gonna laugh at him and keep on walking.
Okay.
So it's more of a decoration piece. Got it.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Well, according to him, it does also work. But you also kind of get the idea that, yeah, it probably works for like the first 10 or 9 hits.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, outside that, I'm just gonna be looking for interesting magical items. You know, like a decanter of endless water per se.
You would come across what looks like to be a small stand, and in one of the cases, they just have enclosed a small little deck of just blank-looking cards and a very unassuming sleeve of some kind.
You didn't, did you?
It's not.
Okay. I was gonna say, oh my god, I got it right here. I got it right
I'm not
here.
gonna make it that easy. I'm not gonna make it that easy.
Holy shit.
No, just-
Okay. I almost had a heart attack at how excited I was gonna get. I love that fucking deck, man.
I would love to, but nah, not gonna be that easy to break my campaign.
Oh, fuck, that would have been interesting. Okay. Um. Yeah, I'll inquire about, the deck and stuff like that.
If you ask about the deck, they say that it's partially used, so it doesn't have all the cards in it, and that whenever you draw a card, it makes these most wondrous and dangerous of images appear.
Dangerous how?
It seems the most realistic to an extent.
And would they be dangerous to the one who pulls them, or to everyone else around them, or both?
That would be dependent on the use of the item. But an illusion's an illusion, is it not?
Not always. Not always. Huh. How much for the deck?
For the deck, $4,350.
Just gonna give the most blank stare. Have a good day. I'm gonna keep looking for other, interesting magical stuff.
Okay.
Oh, a couple things that I had thought about was, do we have a bag of holding? I don't remember seeing that in the,
That's kind of another one I'm looking for.
Okay.
Y'all do not have one.
Nope.
Because, I can make one, but
Oh.
But you have to keep it like
it's not.
it's
like,
not permanent. Yeah, it's not permanent. per se,
Oh.
I- If I it would basically use up a third of my ability.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, no. That's kind of why
Yeah.
I'm
He can
browsing.
keep using that ability if he wants to, but eventually it'll roll over, and the bag of holding will no longer be a bag of holding.
And everything goes blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I currently have it set up, so I'll pull out this little satchel from behind my back. That's why I'm able to walk faster now. It's all in here. But
Oh, so that's the excuse, huh?
and
love it.
it would just be easier to dump it out of here and put it in somewhere else. So this can just be my bag again instead of the infinite bag.
Yeah?
So, do you want to help me look around for one of those?
Yeah. Oh,
And with enough looking, and eventually around that time, you would see the golem trailing a man of sorts, just making their way down some of the stalls.
looks like he's
Seems
having
like,
fun.
yeah, seems like
Have I seen anyone like what is it when they like cat call kind of, but not cat calling? It's when they like call out their items. Is there anyone doing that?
Hawking, maybe?
Hawking, yes.
yeah. There are quite a few people, but most of them are either hearkening for uh, survival materials or for just the odd decoration in your castle, house, or whatever little homestead you have.
Okay, and it mostly looks like they're selling whatever they're hawking.
Yes.
Okay. Um, seeing as this is the way that I know how to do things, I'll
no.
just start yelling out, "Infinite bags of storage! Need an infinite bag of holding? Can I get one of those? It looks just like this, but I need another one. Bag of holding! Need a bag of holding! Bag of holding over here!"
Ironically enough, you would get an answer after maybe about 5 minutes of yelling out for it, and you would see a rather young woman kind of seem to perk up and call your way and says, "Over here, darling, if you're looking for bags."
Oh, yeah. Hey, thank you. Hey, look, Ashana, I found one.
So a little bit backtrack for this. Shauna's gonna kind of like, and just say, "Fuck it," and she's gonna start calling out for like decanter of water, endless water, infinite. And she's just gonna join in with this because why the fuck not at this point in time? Everything's got so off the rails.
Yes. I've done it. I've broken Ashana.
You haven't broken her. She just had a rough couple of days. Oh man.
But as you are called over towards the one stand with the woman, she actually is seeming to, true to her word, be selling a multitude of bags. Most of them looking like they are far above the pay grade of what this place should be.
Okay, so they're fancy-ish.
Yeah.
They're fake Gucci
And
bags, aren't
Ashana,
they?
since you said you would just keep holding detect magic up,
Yeah.
there would be one near the back that seems on the lesser side of design-wise that has a magical aura to it.
Okay. We'll
I got
point
this,
it out.
Ashana. All right, so
No.
I'm looking for a bag that lets me hold things where they sort of go to like a pocket dimension, and then like as an example, something like this, but more better, And I'll just like pull out my bag, start dumping stuff on the ground, and showing how small the bag actually is. It's like something like this, and I'll slowly start sweeping it back into the bag.
I just picture him going like this. It's just like endless random like tools and
Yeah.
beakers, and he just keeps holding it for like 5 seconds, just staring blankly at the lady.
Yep, that's exactly how I imagine.
There is a moment where she's kind of just looking at you with a gentle smile, then she giggles, and she hums in contemplation. With your sonar, you would be able to tell that that is a fake contemplation. She's just playing it up for show.
Mm-hmm.
Past 16. As she eventually snaps her fingers, goes, "I think I might know just the thing for you, darling." And you watch her go towards the back wall and grabs the bag that you notice, Ashana. And she ever so gingerly places it onto the counter. And it is a very, like I said, very basic but fancy bag of genuine brown leather with etchings of what looks to be animals of some kind, along with runic scriptures all around of language that I don't believe either of you know.
Celestial, common, draconic.
Shauna, you would know. They are draconic.
Yeah.
And they are absolutely magical runes. to indicate expansion and holding.
Okay.
And she would just kind of look at you, Sibo, and goes, "This will hold far more than anything that you could possibly carry on your own person at one single moment. All at the handy reach within your hands. And
Oh.
what's even better," and she pulls out a long staff from beneath the counter. It seems like just a long stick of some kind with a little hook on the end. And she just drops it in, and it just vanishes altogether. Size doesn't always matter, as long as it fits in the mouth. And she just pulls her hand in and reaches and pulls the stick back up.
Well, what do you say we try to put our bags together and see what happens?
Sean's just giving a wide-eyed stare. Just what? Down at Sibo. Like, where the fuck did this come from?
Make a
Sorry,
charisma check for me,
was
Sibo.
that not the vibe that we were getting here?
Make a charisma check for me, Sibo.
Shit.
It's 12.
Yeah, I lose with the 12. -1.
That would have been funny.
She giggles, very childlike at you, before she goes, "Business before leisure, my little friend. If you would like it, and give me something more to enjoy today, 600 gold pieces, and it's yours."
Oh, what do you want to enjoy?
That's for you to decide. And she gives you a wink.
Oh, sure. Okay. Sure. I mean, I have this shield. Do you want this shield?
I've put my price, but if you want to
What? I
add
thought
on,
something you enjoy. Sorry, I might have misunderstood.
the bag will cost you 600, darling.
Okay, so you don't want to enjoy any, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, sure. 6. Wait, hey, Ashana, am I being swindled?
Do I know, like, is 600 a reasonable price for a bag of holding?
Make an intelligence or insight check, your choice. So either you're trying to think on your previous experiences, or you're trying to read her to see if she's being straight up.
We're gonna go with
this.
insight. Fucking... This is on par for how she's been this whole time down here. Yeah, seems
As
good.
you ask her the question, you kind of try to look her up and down. There's just no sign that you can read from her that gives you any indication that she's swindling you or much of anything beyond. It looks like she's really trying to butter up Sibo.
I'm just gonna look at him again. Give him a shrug.
Oh, I know what that means. Okay, can I test the product? I'll ask over to the lady.
I don't see how you will. I've already demonstrated it to
Oh
you, but
shit, you're right. You're right. I kind of blacked out while you were demonstrating, just focusing on you. Sorry.
I get that a lot.
What was the price again? 500?
700.
7? What? I thought it was 6.
You are listening.
Ah, shit. You saw through my ruse.
My god.
You know, I guess. Sure. How about I come back later? If I'm really feeling you, you know?
Just by the back, Sibo.
But,
Just
If that's what you desire.
by the back.
Yeah,
You
you
can
know,
come back at nightfall.
I'll come back then. Yeah, yeah. If that's, are you guys still open around then?
No.
Oh, but then how would I buy the bag if you're not open?
A private affair, if you'd like to call it that.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could do like a one-on-one selling thing, well, like a trade, maybe. You know?
Indeed.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Holy shit.
What should I bring? So you're bringing the bag. Should I bring something special?
Coin in your adorable self. That's all you'll need, won't you?
I mean, I guess. Sure.
You watch as
Okay.
he
Yeah.
takes the bag. I'll see you tonight then.
Sure.
And she goes to put it back on the shelf.
I'm gonna look for Ashana, who had walked away already.
She's
Like,
walked
oh,
away with her head hung in her
shit.
Oh
hands.
my god.
Delana's kind of just like patting her on the shoulder, kind of like, I don't know if that really just happened.
Sibo got a fucking date. Okay.
Well, once I catch up with Ashana, I'm gonna be like, I was just trying to not buy that. I don't know why she wanted to say we wanted to meet later. Like, who meets in a dark place like this?
Sibo. She. Oh. Have your parents ever had the talk with you, Sibo?
I mean, like, I know how things work, you know, but in terms of parents, there weren't really any. So,
Uh, she wants to see how yours works. Let's just put it that way.
It's around this moment when Cordal, as you're kind of more carefully walking through the stalls, you do note that Ashana looks forsaken. Delana is kind of embracing her a little bit, and Sibo just looked confused out of his mind.
I'm walking towards them, and I just put on like just the fakest smile you have ever seen, and then I just kind of hold open my arms, and I'm just like, hey, guys, I hope you're in the mood for some work.
oh, I mean, what happened? Where do you go? You were like running, and then now you're back.
Well, I ran off with the dagger.
Oh, nice.
I don't have it anymore.
Not as nice.
There was a golem chasing me.
The story's getting worse and worse the more you tell it.
I got lassoed.
Ashana's just deadpan staring you in the eyes.
Is there a
Delana's
good
just
part
crossed
that
her-
happened?
Delana's just crossed her
I,
arms, just shaking her head at this point.
I almost got crushed. I
I'm
had to
hearing
get
that there's no good side.
and in the event of almost getting crushed, I had to make a choice, and I said I'd give the dagger back, and as in turn for payment of stealing it, I would offer our groups, and I put a real big emphasis on the word our, and until working for this fine, wait, hold on, was he a dragonborn?
No, definitely not. You've seen Dragonborn even in this city, and that was
Uh-huh.
no Dragonborn.
Do I know what he was?
Make an intelligence check for me.
Oh, I don't know why I'm going over to that. Intelligence is right here.
You've heard about them. You've never really come across them yourselves, just because they tend to keep hidden for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
But they are the race of Yuanti, which are very humanesque,
Oh, he was
mixed with serpent. that-
he's a Yanti?
Yep,
Oh,
that
that's badass.
tend to be very, very, very capable of hiding themselves away until you get close to them.
Oh, that's badass. I love Yanti. A very fine Yanti gentleman, and I've offered our services, so I hope everybody's in a good mood to work. I don't know for any kind of pay.
Shauna, go
lot
ahead and
of-
make an intelligence check for me. Intelligence or religion, your choice.
So, as I make this,
Okay.
Lana and Ashana both straight face at the same time say, "Have fun with that," and walk off.
Wait. I said our group.
Have fun
Okay,
with that.
well, I didn't say our group. I said my group. But I mean, come on.
Have fun with that.
Come on, Ashana. Don't be like that.
Wait, are you guys going shopping? Because I think that Cordell wants to go to sleep. He like really emphasized the word hour. So I think
Yeah.
it's getting late.
We will not be working for whatever shady person this is and doing
come
whatever
on.
evil deeds they want. You're lucky
Oh,
that
come on.
I myself did not turn you into the authorities. Granted, where we are at, I don't know who the authorities might be, but
Well, obviously, this place has different rules than up there, and the authority is the Yanti, and that 10-foot tall, stone boulder over there that just chased me all around this place. Obviously, the authority is a little different than down.
good. Should I go talk to
down
him
here.
and tell them that you lied to him?
What? I didn't lie though.
You did.
No, we are a group. I gave the dagger back. I offered our services.
Yeah, you offered
there was-
everyone services, but not everyone is going to participate in this.
But there could be loot.
And
Think of the loot. Think of the money.
I do not care
And-
about that.
Okay, and who knows? Maybe we could. Wait, hold on. Before I say, I'm about to say. I look around. Is there anybody that looks like they're listening in onto our conversation?
Not really. It's mostly just people passing by. But there is one, what looks like to be a little crotchety man, kind of creeping around the corner of one of the tents, just staring at you guys. Just staring, just like.
Okay, what? I say this next part in a hushed voice, just so he couldn't hear. Look, if we play our cards right, we could possibly turn this whole shady underside thing on its back and expose it up there. So if we do this, we could be doing more good than bad. Like all of this could be gone to the proper authorities. Just think about it. Just think about it. And,
Just think.
and before you go to try and swing at me or something, he's already said he's gonna contact me. So there's really no way out of this.
He might contact you.
Right.
That
No
does
way
not
out of this
mean
for
that-
you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, I'm sure oh, I'm sorry about that, but well, I'm sure he's okay. Nobody else but that elf in that stall saw me. That golem saw me. I was hiding in the crowd, and he managed to spot me out. So I'm willing to bet that he already knows that we're in this together.
No, you did this by yourself. You were just here with us. There's a difference.
Well, like I said, I'm pretty sure he already knows that we're together in this.
He can know who we are. That does not matter.
Yeah.
The fact of the
well,
matter is, you made that decision on your own to try to steal that dagger. So if he
So
asks
you're
for
not-
work, you're going to deal with it on your own.
Okay, well, I didn't ask for the work. I was.
No,
Well,
I said if
assumed
he's
you-
going to ask for work
Oh.
to be done.
No, but we don't know what the work is. It could be some transport work. He could have us take out some rival business, which again would in turn be doing some good because it'd be one less shady organization on the streets. And like I said, if we do this
Yes
right,
and no.
we can get rid of this shady organization too, and bring it to light.
Something to
it's
keep in
whole-
mind, though, is that taking out one shady organization just makes the others more powerful. There is a power vacuum that one will take up. And in that case, that's not a good thing.
Okay, well, let's say in the event of the possible the vacuum won't be filled, and this could be a sign sent to all the other shady organizations that they should turn to what deity do you represent as a cleric?
I don't know, Cordell. What deity do I represent?
I have no idea.
I have my holy symbol out.
What holy symbol is it?
Make a religion check, Cordell.
This whole time she has this deadpan stare with Delana behind her, deadpan stare. It's like that disapproving mother look from both.
Oh shit.
From damn, okay.
I mean, he got it.
Yeah. It's
I'm trying
Ilmater.
to look up which one of the three. Because you guys have the three.
Yep.
I keep mixing up who gets what.
I'm Ilmater, Delana's Torm, and then the other family is Tyr.
Okay, so you're who again?
I'm Ilmater,
Elevator.
the
Who
god
is
of
a-
suffering.
You type that out.
Here. I will just give you a link to Ilmater
Okay.
so you know, kind of.
Okay.
I'll put it in
Okay.
Discord.
Okay. Thank you about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, since you got a natural 20, yeah, you basically know the wiki.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ilmater.
In short, it is the god of suffering who essentially will put themselves forward for the good reason. So even if they are sentenced to death, as long as it is a good reason, but it has to be a good reason, they will do it. If it's not a good reason, then they don't see fit to sacrifice themselves.
They will take the suffering upon themselves to ease the suffering of others.
Yeah.
So, there are certain
Okay.
things, but
Okay. Well, I'll have to read up on that. But yeah, I just kind of do the thing, where you show somebody something, they just kind of get closer and squint at it, and just, oh yeah, I know that one. They had a temple to Ilmater in my city.
yes.
God damn you.
He's like rewriting notes.
Yep.
I've been there.
Well, you don't know if I'm lying, I could just basically saying it was like, yeah, I know that one.
Well,
So-
she might
True.
know. She probably knows you're lying.
So yeah, so do with that what you will. I won't hold you back on that one.
Oh. Yes. And I have no idea who these people are. It also depends on the type of work they ask. I will say this, but
Okay,
but-
well, you at least wait to make your decision until you know what the work is. Like I said, it couldn't be that bad. It couldn't cause that much damage. And in the event that we could play our cards right, we could do more. We could do more good than harm, and bringing the seedy underbelly to light and let them be handled by the proper authorities.
something also to keep in mind is that's not always the best thing to do. As I mentioned before, the power vacuums, bringing this whole underbelly to light, isn't always good.
Well, the way I would see it is that it would bring light onto other seedy organizations that are around and let the people know that, yes, they are out here.
Oh, people know they're out here. That is never in question. You can never fully eradicate evil.
What
But
if we just stopped? We went on a crusade to then take out every seedy underbelly organization on the continent.
I clasped Sibo on the shoulder and was like, yeah, see, he gets it.
by the time you get halfway through that campaign, more will sprout up behind you, more powerful, and more corrupt than the last. It is a never-ending cycle. You can never fully eradicate evil.
So the best plan is to do nothing.
No,
Okay, well,
not always.
okay, well, wouldn't you say that you would be contributing to the problem since we're down here and we were all looking for something to buy? We all have a hand in this now because we were all came in looking to buy something. We
No,
became part of the problem. So
not always.
the way I see it is that we have a chance to help rectify this. We could all have this taken away, and yes, one of them could take its place, but it might not be as well established as this. It could get caught before it becomes something like this. But we don't know. We don't know the future.
But one item bought by myself, or Delana, or Sibo even, is one less item in the hands of someone who may use it for nefarious means.
Yes, but
So
that one less.
we do not have a hand in what you did. And she's gonna like glare at him.
Yeah,
Which
well,
is
well, the gold that changed hands could be more gold into funding these, to funding all of this.
You both have
Yes.
great stance. I agree with both of you.
just
Okay.
get this philosophical debate.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How about this? How about we see what kind of work he has to offer. We see what kind of work he has to offer, and if it goes against your moral compass, I will go off on my own to do this. If it goes against your moral compass, how about that?
We will see what happens.
I extend my hand. Will you at least do that?
We will see what happens.
Great.
And I'll keep perusing as his hand's just sitting out like that.
Okay. So unfortunately, your calls of a endless water source of some kind does not go answered. Unfortunately,
Okay.
but there are still plenty of other things if you want to.
Trying to solve our water problem.
Yep.
What is it called?
A decanter of
endless water.
Yeah. It's essentially
Literally
just
as
a
the
water
name
skin that
entails,
never
it's-
ends.
Yeah, literally as the name entails, it's endless water. I think it works once a day. You pop it open, you say how much water you want, and it will literally just summon that much water. And yes, that means you can summon a river of water. I think that's literally one of the keywords.
Let's see.
Literally just a river of water.
The stopper flask. You can use an action
Wait.
to remove the stopper and
Yeah.
speak one of 3 commands.
Don't clerics have
Actually, it's
don't
not
clerics
just
have, like,
one a
create
day.
food and water?
Is it not just one a day?
It's not one a day.
Holy
it's
mother.
whatever. Yeah. Stream 1 gallon. Fountain 5 gallons. Geyser 30 gallons of water.
Oh, guys, that's probably what I'm thinking. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You then become Blastoise, where you can
You're not kidding.
Become a firefighter. I mean, it's more just right now, so we're not carrying around fucking flasks. More than one.
I can solve that for us.
Yeah. How?
Oh, I mean, we just need like a jug of something, or just a jug in general, like something you could like carry alcohol in possibly, and then like let me spend a night with it, get to know it real intimately, and then we'll be able to have like water. I think mayonnaise comes out of it. Poison.
Is this what I think it is?
An alchemy jug.
Okay. I'm just thinking back to Critical Role. Sorry.
Yep.
Oh yes.
With
Yep.
Grog.
Yep.
Mayonnaise.
100%.
Oh, it can produce mayonnaise. Oh, cool. Can you do it right now? Oh, no, I ate it for breakfast.
This is the alchemy jugs once a day.
So good.
I'd have to
Okay.
double check all of the alchemy jug stuff, but
Yeah.
I
Oh.
do tend to homebrew it because there's a lot of stuff that it quote unquote can't make when it really should. As long as it is a very basic concept liquid, I more than likely allow it.
gotcha.
Okay.
And mayonnaise. So condiments as well.
Yeah. Oh god. Just fucking
Most
ketchup.
condiments.
Just
yeah,
ketchup all over the place.
Oh, when I told that to one of my players who was in Tomb of Annihilation, I don't remember what reason they had, but they just went, "You said I can reproduce condiments with this thing, right?" I was like, "Yeah, to an extent." Ghost pepper salsa.
Oh no.
That's a lot of ingredients. All right, ghost pepper sauce. That's more basic, and then I don't even remember what the reason was for them to have ghost pepper sauce
Oh god.
poured over the meal of the party, which, as you can imagine, did not go out that well.
No.
But everyone knew. Everyone visibly saw him ask for ghost pepper salsa or sauce, and pour it on the people's food.
Okay, that's
I don't remember what the reason was, and I was just like, "That's amazing. I love homebrew."
That's funny.
I did just look it up, and it is once a day, one of the options.
Yeah.
So like,
That's
or
for
forever throughout the day, one option. So like, up to 8 gallons of fresh water a
So
day.
if you use it like an hour after dawn, you're fucked.
Well,
Yeah.
you can use it
an hour-
throughout the day. It's just like once it starts producing the liquid, it can't do a different one, but it can do more throughout the day. So once you
Oh.
choose a liquid for that day,
Is it? I
it's
thought it was
that.
after an hour. It just goes. Poof.
I know it's like super long, the bottom part, but the
Yeah,
top
me
because
part's
it's
check.
gonna
still
yeah.
important.
Well, a gallon liquid and weighs 12 pounds.
Oh yeah.
You can only put out 2 gallons per minute.
Which is basically
Which
what
I
it
mean-
holds. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it just refills up to however much you have based off the
Wow, it's been a long
liquid to
time since I've
maximum
done that
amount.
jug.
Yeah,
Very long time.
I have not used this in forever.
Yeah.
But I was like, endless decanter, huh?
Yeah. So
The only thing that I would have to give up in exchange is being able to disguise myself. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's fine for now.
I'm still gonna keep trying to look for this decanter because
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite magic items because it's entertaining.
Yeah, there's a lot of
the
crazy
amount of
shit you can do with
shenanigans that you can do.
Yeah.
Plus, it
There's
fits
another-
well with her because she would be the type that would go to the slums to triage camps, and having an endless source of pure, clean water is really important.
And
So-
also 10 times faster than purified food and water.
Exactly, because I have to sit there and ritually cast. It takes time, and
Yeah.
it's really important. So,
Yeah. Unfortunately, no call for the decanter of endless water. Unfortunately, not.
okay.
If you do want a jug to infuse it with magic akin to an alchemy jug, there's plenty between magical and just bland jugs that you'd see in like a commoner's living room.
I
all
would
around.
like a very fancy jug, but my upper limit of gold to spend on this is 100 gold.
There'd be very easily one to find that is 100 gold piece worth, and it looks like a very fine
Jewel.
piece of masonry and art. And they go so far as to tell you that they've coated it in a special lacquer that gives it extra durability against smashing.
Is it fucking gem encrusted for 100 gold? Holy shit!
According to them, if you were to scrutinize on the price, it is handcrafted, handmade, and hand painted. You will not find a single nick, dent, or fault in any of it.
If I was playing a barbarian, that'd be the moment he'd take a swing at it.
Absolutely.
Oh shit!
Especially with their claim that they put a lacquer on it that makes it that much tougher. That's the one the barbarian goes, tougher, eh?
Yep, just fucking Warhammer. Turn into fucking Link over here. I'm gonna keep perusing, see if I can find any more interesting little tidbits of magical items. I love what other random crap we can come up with.
But, Zero, do you want the uber expensive, handcrafted, hand-painted, extra durable...
You know, I'm
Sure.
actually gonna be here later tonight. Do you think I could pick that up later? I'm just, I don't really have much space on me. So, I'm gonna have to drop some stuff off, and by then, I don't know if you'll stay open or,
Well, we're not open once the sun falls. For safety concerns and all.
Okay. So how about I come back tomorrow?
That will be perfectly fine if you would like me to hold on to it for you in case any other possible purchasers would like. I would need a down payment. 10 gold pieces would be more than enough.
Yeah, I mean, if you sell it, what's the worst that it can be? So I'll just come back tomorrow. And if it's still here, it's still here. If not, that's fine too. You know.
Very well.
All right. Thank you, uh, fella. And I'm just gonna go looking for a cheaper one. I'm not
Okay.
coming back tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely cheaper options. It really ends up being up to you what exactly you want. The cheapest that one goes is literally a single gold piece, and it's not a terribly made pot, but it's definitely of the lower end of quality when you come to shopping in this place.
Okay.
How's it, hi, Delana?
I'll spend 5 and I'll add
Oh,
a jug
okay.
to my inventory.
Okay. You have missed a lot.
I bet.
Delana almost and Deshauna both almost bitch slapped Cordell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Mhm.
was
I
a
fucking missed it.
I would say,
There w-
long story short, Cordell got chased by a golem and a Yuan-Ti. He got caught by said golem and Yuan-Ti, and in exchange for not giving up his arm or the dagger freely, he would exchange services for his group.
yeah.
Mhm. He
So
pledged
we're
our
fine.
group to the seedy underbelly.
And my reasoning to Ashana was that we could do a lot of good, but just
So-
you know,
No.
saying that we could do a lot of bad.
Well, the way the conversation ended is before any assumptions are made, hear the request out first, then make the decision.
And
That
it was
does
more
not mean that Ashan and Delon are okay with it. That just means they're like, we'll wait to deny this.
exactly. It was more just to stop the conversation and keep shopping.
Yeah.
Also, Sibo had a very, very lovely conversation with a woman over a apostle bag of holding, of which they are now going to meet together at night when the market is not open
Sibo's got a
and
date.
do a private.
Yeah, we're just
Exchange.
gonna do this deal later because I need time to think it over, and I don't know if I'll be in town tomorrow. But
So,
I
yeah.
mean, 100% like out of character. Sibo's not going to this. He's just trying to shut her up.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's because he doesn't know that this is a date. He just thinks that she's trying to oversell him.
Yeah, Deshauna's been sitting there thinking about going back and just buying the bag outright.
Because so Sibo also has a bag of holding from his.
Yeah. He technically has
Artificer
one that he
infusion.
can magically make, but it's
Yeah.
technically not permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only reason they want a permanent one. Oh, also it's pretty gaudy and it's draconic made apparently.
Okay. So any
I
other?
am now.
Oh.
Sorry to interrupt, but I am now setting a weekly alarm to go off at 1:45 on Sunday, so I don't forget.
I even texted you too.
Yeah, and I just got them. That's why I hopped on.
Bruh. I said that shit at like 2.
I've been like not hearing my phone or something. Like I've been missing notifications and shit.
Okay.
So I don't know, man.
Okay.
Sure. Fuck with you.
Holy crap.
There
So,
would be a one stand that seems to be selling fancier charms of sort, and there would be a very choice few of them that are magical in nature. One of them in particular seems far more powerful than the others, and actually looks very intricately designed as a heart with 2 joint hands in the center and a very pleasant gold chain to it that would definitely give off a this is a different kind of thing vibe.
okay. Excuse me. This necklace here. How much for it?
Oh, yes. This right here is very special, very handily crafted, and it is imbued with some very powerful magic to ensure a long and lustrous life. It will run you at 1,500 gold pieces.
When you say a long and lustrous life, what exactly do you mean?
If death should come for you early, it will ensure that it does not take hold of you.
Is this a one-time use item?
Oh, no.
Oh.
As long as you wear it, it will protect you.
Out of game, I'm trying to think of what the fuck this thing is.
Yeah, I know for a fact you know the name of it, it's just it never comes up.
Is that the one that
Wait,
gives you advantage on death saving throws?
You don't know?
What?
Parry
Wait,
up?
hold on. Wait, hold on. Out of game. Is this the one that stabilizes you when you go down?
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That was the other
yeah,
one I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Parapet
Oh,
of
you,
wound
you had
closure.
it, parapet, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I know what it is because in Critical Role, that's like one of the first magic items that Molly got.
Yep. Yeah, I remember.
Um, is there any places? Is there any places in this place that are selling food and or drink?
There are a couple. They're more so close towards the entrance, kind of a like, if you're looking to just get replenished a little bit, there are there. They're not the finest things in the world, but they're more like
Any alcohol?
packed lunches. There's alcohol as well.
I want to find a place that sells mead, and I just want to get like just a bunch of mead.
Define a bunch of.
Um,
Enough to get plastered?
well, not just enough to have like a steady supply whenever I want one. I would reach my bag and
For how long? That is the big question. Because if you just want it
it's
for the rest of the day, that's only like 2 or 3 bottles.
how much does a bottle of mead weigh? Would you say?
A bottle of meat?
Yeah,
Probably
a
like
bottle,
a quarter of a pound, maybe
quarter of a
less.
pound.
You've got 7 pounds you can spare, so you've got like, give or take, 18 bottles of meat you can
Also
carry.
has SIBO.
Um, I want 10 bottles.
Okay. So 10 bottles of meat that'll run you at 3 gold pieces.
3. Okay.
Nothing too expensive. Out of all the things here that's not high quality, it's the fucking alcohol.
All right, and I think that'll be it for my shopping. I don't think I need to touch any more magic items.
So,
Oh, do I see that Yanti anywhere?
nope.
Okay, good.
And even as you guys are traveling around, when you go for your alcohol, you come back and you see that Sean was shopping for a necklace. It doesn't seem like you've seen him anywhere around.
I think I'm gonna pass on the necklace. Yep.
Okay.
She's gonna go back to the bag vendor.
Okay.
Yep.
With the party or without the party?
If the party goes, I'm staying outside.
Yeah, this is just a general question.
She's gonna go if anyone wants to follow. She doesn't care.
Okay.
She's gonna walk up.
So Simo stays a little bit behind.
She's gonna play. Well, when it's just the lady there, is the bag still available? Like, can I see the magical aura of it?
You cannot, actually.
Ah. Okay, I'm gonna walk up to her and say, "That bag, have you sold it yet? The one for my friend."
one for your friend.
Yes.
No, I have simply safely stored it away.
I doubt he's showing up tonight. I'm gonna pull out a bag of 500 gold, and I'll put it on the stand there. Say 500 gold for it, and my apologies for him.
Make persuasion check.
I can't wait to get more levels so I can get my fucking charisma up.
The asking price is 600. I was going to give your friend a good night to soften the blow. But it seems, according to your words, that is not something that either of you would enjoy.
I'll toss in 25 more. 525.
Persuasion check. Thanks for a couple seconds. Call it 550.
530. Give her a little smile.
540.
535.
You're equally as fun.
I'll toss in 10 more gold into the pouch that makes it 535.
And you watch as she scoops up the gold and puts it away in a nice little case of sorts before she goes back towards the wall where she pulls out a small little box and she opens it up. The moment she opens it up, you feel that magical aura come off of it. And she just pulls out the bag and gently slides it over to you. Pleasure
Thank-
doing business.
Pleasure doing business. Oh.
I do hope you'll express my sadness in not having my offer taken up. Giving you a wink.
She's barking up the wrong tree for another 10 years. Oh, we're 5. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna
You have an
conclude.
extra fancy bag of holding.
Yep. That'll be it for me. If
Okay.
anyone else needs stuff.
So, Delano, since you weren't here when I described it, I did forget to describe last week that there are also scrolls and potion sellers as well, in case you want any of those either. So, if there's anything you want to try and look for, there are scrolls, potions, weapons, arm. There's very little armor, unfortunately, and a couple of items here and there. If there's anything you want to try and look at.
The full plate that we did find had a lot of inscription on it, and it was 2250.
It had a lot of divine inscription on it.
Was any of it actually like writing or just imagery?
I would say since you've been around, it was just imagery.
Okay. Cause I was saying,
Like
yeah, I know
they tried to
Celestial.
make it look as scripture-y as possible, but with you looking at it closely and like just knowing being that area, it's more like, oh no, they just made this uber fancy just to look like it was religious.
Okay. Just want to make sure there wasn't any celestial writing on it or whatever. Okay.
Fortunately not.
You're muted.
Helps if I don't mute my mic. Yep. It's a little bit too rich for my blood. Literally, I'm just looking for a suit of full plate,
Yeah.
and that's 1,500 gold, and I have, aside from that, 20 gold above
Okay.
that.
Like I
So
said,
if
unfortunately,
it's literally anything that's not bone stock armor that I can acquire by the time I'm like that's ready before the time I'm guaranteed to be out of town, then I'll buy it. But if it's anything fancy, too rich for me.
unfortunately, that is all this black market offers. So what little armor they have to offer here is the fancy.
Is shield considered armor? Like, would I be able to find a magic shield somewhere down here?
There are no magic shields here, strangely
Okay.
enough. Now, a shield is considered armor, but unfortunately, there are no magic shields.
Okay.
So, if that is all that you guys want to do with your shopping, would you like to depart back into the city to see what else it is you can take care of?
I can't think of anything else I might need out of this wretched place.
Okay.
What about you, Sibo? Anything?
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
That
you
was
see that-
me checking to see if I was gonna look for a place to sell any of my goods to any of the vendors. my goods that go away and stop being magical every night. So that's a no from me.
Did
Okay.
you see the golem?
I mean, there were a lot of people. I didn't really see much. I mean, I saw Ashana and Delana, and I sort of just followed them because otherwise, I'd probably get lost in this place.
Mm. Well,
I should
well, the-
probably like talk to them about making like a mount so that I could like mount one of their backs and be a little bit higher off the ground.
Talking about mounting one of the women in the party? That's not. No.
Just from behind. Oh shit.
Holy shit.
Oh, I love it. So, as you
Oh,
guys
fuck.
make your way out, approaching the exit, you watch as the Goliath has a four, takes both firm grips on the handles, pulling the stone door right and moving it out of your way, never taking a moment to make eye contact with you. And as soon as you guys step out, you hear the grinding of stone behind you as he seals it up again. As you reappear into a almost sunset day at this point, onto the streets of the city of Bill, in the lower end of the cat market. Where are you guys planning to go now?
What time of day is it?
It's nearing sunset, so you've got like an hour or two before the sun starts to fall.
Wait, weren't we supposed to meet Bart somewhere?
You guys never set a meeting place.
Nope. Okay. I guess, do we look for him or do we just find our own place?
Maybe
I
just
think
find
he'll
our
be
own
fine.
place.
I would say the only place of reference you have is the tilted stool in the rain wharf. The only place that he's mentioned to you at all, and even then he didn't say, I'm going there.
He only mentioned that to Sibo and Cordall.
That's good enough for me.
No, he mentioned to all of you.
I don't think we've actually been with them since. We haven't been with Bartholomew since we got into the city.
Yes, you have. He met you for a short, brief moment to exchange information on him, finding out this information. And then he immediately split
Did he?
off again to go find out more information over the
Okay.
tiefling.
I thought we
It was
just kept missing him
Yeah,
specifically.
it was extremely brief.
Okay.
Extremely brief.
I wonder if he had any better luck than we did.
Well, I had a lot of luck myself. As
Oh,
coming
man.
up from down the street, you see
Bart!
Bart with a wide grin on his face. Took me a while to find you guys. Where were you?
Long
You guys
sto-
are in some shady place in town? I mean, the market's over there, you know.
long story. I'll tell you about it over a beer.
Wait, this wasn't the market?
Oh, no, see, but the market's right over there. That's why they call it the cat market.
Oh shit. Does anyone want to go over there with me? Before it closes, hopefully?
Before we do that, I gotta let you guys all know. In 2 days' time, we're all going to dinner.
Probably.
Dinner. That sounds fun.
I don't have any food to prepare.
You don't have to do any of that, Sibo, because I got us in to the royal dinner.
Start rubbing my hands together. All the
To the royal dinner.
all the unattended pockets.
Sean's gonna shoot Cordall a glare.
I never said I was gonna take anything. I know that I could be planting something. They could have some ball bearings in their pockets.
Cordall's
for all
not going, right?
Sounds good to me.
Oh wait, yeah, who got invited? You said that you got people invited. Do you want to like list them off in order of importance from like first to last?
Well, I met with this councilman, and let's just say he offered me a spot at the dinner when he found out that I have some nobility in my blood. And, he just said to call him up if I ever need anything. So as soon as we go to the door together,
Wait.
I'll just tell him to let you all in with me. Easy peasy,
Okay,
right?
so
Wait,
we're
wait.
not invited. You're invited? I mean, I guess
Yeah,
that solves our Cordall situation.
Ashana has this dumbfounded look on her face. Your nobility?
Oh, no, I
Yeah.
think he was lying.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, when he says nobility, I just give him just a raised eyebrow.
Yeah.
Look.
Insight check.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll an
Yeah,
insight
no,
check.
I would
Both of
say,
you.
I would say, I'm not gonna roll an insight
Okay.
check because you know why.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I just assume
Yeah.
he's lying.
Is he lying?
Bartholomew, though, he talks a big game, and you've seen him back out of that game all the time. He is not backing out in the slightest right now.
How?
Well, I can't say that's the strangest thing I've ever heard.
No,
I mean,
no,
you
that's
know-
the strangest thing I've heard.
What do you mean? You know, a mommy royal and a daddy royal, they get together and they
Yes, but
they make a Bartholomew.
how?
Yeah, we know how that works.
I mean, you don't have to look that impressed, I know.
Not impressed, just dumbfounded.
So who's gonna all be at this dinner? Or who's gonna like is it like open invitation? Everybody can just come in. Do you need
Right.
special invitations?
Just the specials, the royals, and the nobles.
But
Oh,
do
and the
you-
Citadel Council will be there too as well.
who's all up there? Like what places? Is this
Oh,
all
it's gonna be the royalty, you know, coming from across the sea, and those royals coming from like that city. I think they call them Sandbury. And
what
beyond
else?
that, they said it's like other like normals.
Wait, does
What
this have
else?
anything to do with the tiefling?
Wait,
I mean, this will be our chance to ask, and you know, get our fingers in everybody's like or the porridge and stuff.
Cordall kind of stiffens up at the name of Sandberry.
huh?
I mean, come on,
What?
guys, it's a royal dinner. Can you imagine how many people we can get in with?
What royals from across the sea?
He didn't know. He actually, the guy I talked to, they said they're keeping keeping it on the low, keeping it on the wraps. Said they'll gonna be announced at the dinner
And Sandbury out of game. Is that on this continent or?
this con.
Okay.
Yeah, it's part of the Empire. It's on the coast.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, that's why he says off continent and then he says Sandbury. They're two different.
Yes. Well.
Did he mention?
Little events sound stuffy.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
But they're good for
sure,
you,
there's-
Delana.
There's some fun between our nobles. I mean, look at me.
Who's going to?
What
be
was that,
coming
Ashana?
From Sandbury.
But they're good for you.
Debatable. Food's
Uh,
good.
Sandbury, huh?
Like, did he mention
Some
food?
some name with a Z starting to it. Zara, Zure, Zaru, Zure. Yeah, no, Zure.
I you just see Cordell kind of just shudder with discomfort.
Do you know this
God,
person, Cordell?
are you a noble too? Is everyone here a noble?
I am not a
You
noble.
Zemo? You been holding down on us?
No.
Insight check.
Make an insight check and see. Go make a persuasion check. Let's just see if how much he believes you.
I'm just gonna go with my passive insight on this one.
Yeah.
Ah,
Wow. So Cordell, it's hard to tell. There's a stoicness to Sibo's voice where it's like, he said no. Well, you've seen Sibo joke.
I don't.
And they're
believe-
not great jokes. So maybe this is just another bad joke. And Ashana, yeah, he meant it. He jokes around, but this is like a moment of like, oh yeah, no, this is like the, oh, response no. This is the joke no.
I don't believe you, Zebo. I believe
I
you
mean-
you holding out on us.
I don't have all this money in my pocket from just you guys. I
But
also
as-
brought like 20 gold with me, but I mean that's it.
But to answer your question, no, I am not a noble.
I mean maybe we just go down the line. Ashana, are you a noble?
I am not a noble per se, but my family is held in regard like nobility, and I have spent my fair time within the courts.
Okay, so that's a no. Delana?
Basically the same answer as Ashana.
Okay, so that's a yes.
They're noble
Weird.
they're noble by proxy. I
Oh,
would say
you're
that
like, you're
too.
like the noble bodyguards.
That is a fair estimation.
Cool.
A lot of my family members have been.
Yeah, I feel like we shouldn't have
Yes.
done
Wait,
this part.
so did you know that Bart was a noble and that's why you're here? You're protecting him?
No. I still don't believe him. Not fully.
I believe him. Like you
I
said,
don't.
it's not the strangest thing I've ever heard.
I mean,
It's the strangest thing
I
I've
take
heard.
everything at face value, so I mean, it
It-
makes sense to me.
If you don't believe me, then come with me to the fortress and the night of the festival, and I'll show it to you.
Are you going to
Let
be
me in,
showing?
and they'll let you in too.
This
Are you
sounds
going
way
to be
too
coming in
sexual.
those clothes?
Oh, probably not. I mean, I'm pretty good, but you guys might want to do a little bit of a wardrobe change.
I don't
reach
know,
in
I
my
think you
bag and
might-
I pull out some fine clothes. I'm good.
Yeah, see? Just like that. See? Always be prepared.
Wait, who has fine clothes and is not in royalty? I'm starting to not believe you, Cordell.
What do you got not to believe?
Oh, no offense there, Cordell or Zebo, but, he can get into a lot of places at times, and sometimes you need the
Yeah.
better clothes.
As
is
everyone's
what they-
pulling out like their nice clothes, I'm pulling out like these, like priest vestments, like very nice clergy vestments.
That could work.
Maybe want to go a little less heavy-handed, but if that's what you want, I ain't gonna stop you.
I think Sibo's fine the way he is.
Wait, am I now your royal guard? Is that why?
Huh? No, I'm just saying.
I,
You look fine the way you are, just strolling up in the party.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
I would
Yeah.
turn to Delana.
Well, I'm 100% sure.
Turn to Delana expectantly. Where are your clothes, my dear?
I think he's looking.
I know.
I'm checking your inventory 1 second. It says I have adventuring gear, fine clothes, but
There you go. Fine clothes.
Yeah.
also
There you go,
underwear,
fine
but I have
clothes.
no idea where the fuck those came from.
Your
That's just
background
starting
usually
gear.
and stuff.
Yeah. That is part of the packs that you get, I believe.
Hmm.
Because
I
I got
have these.
Okay.
See, we're all ready to go, huh?
I don't know. I feel like I need to do a little bit more before I'm seen in any kind of party.
Well, you got a day to work on it. So,
Suddenly, Delana needs that necklace or bracelet that can house all your armor and shit.
I don't think 5th edition has a version of that. The ring of
No.
storing or whatever.
no.
Yeah.
That'd be so good right now.
Yeah. I think it was
all you made me
amazing.
think of was the Iron Man armor.
That's kind of like what it was. Like it was a ring of storing, so essentially you would go cool, fully equipped with full plate, tower shield, and a weapon,
Oh.
and then it was an action to unequip.
That's awesome.
It kind of sounds like the ring the Flash has, where it just kind of has the suit stored in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of actually. That's
There was also a bracelet that held all, like you could put all your weapons and stuff as charms on a little golden bracelet.
Oh,
And if you needed a sword, just crack it off the bracelet and you have a sword.
Yep.
That's badass.
3rd edition had some fucking amazing
Yeah, there's
magic items.
there's some insane stuff in 3rd edition that I know people have been clamoring for in 5th edition.
Oh yeah, there's tons of homebrews to like bring them into 5th edition and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Oh.
But
That might be
We gotta
something Delana might actually spend her gold on right now. But at the moment, she needs armor.
Yep.
She's tired of wearing a chain shirt.
I'd go with Delana to look for the same thing. One in adult size and one in a medium child size.
Son of a bitch.
so, I got us invited to a party. Looks like you guys dealt with your own stuff. What do you say we finish off the night right?
Yes, I need a hard drink. like pronto.
Tilted stool.
Tilted stool. And then if we're making our way there, whenever we sit down to drink, I relay the story to Bartholomew.
Okay.
I'm looking to Siba and Delana. Do you guys want to spend the last few bits of daylight to try to find more armor merchants?
Yes. Would be best.
And possibly some above ground magic shops, if possible. This place seems pretty big. Like, the seedy underbelly isn't the only place we should have to go.
I turned around and I said, yeah, "There's none here. I've searched all over the high end. There's none here. There's places that claim they have it, but it's just fancy stuff with no magic property.
They said it's supposed to be in the Highwood.
Feel free to look where I have not. If you find it, send me a bird or something. I don't care."
I mean, we know where you're going. We could just go to where you're going. You might be a bit drunk. Maybe we'll just tell you tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll work, because we have to make our way over there anyway for the party.
The party's in a couple nights, so.
Oh, damn it.
So,
2 days, ain't it?
look for another blacksmith and look for a magic shop in the Highwood. And I'll add in that I'll be also looking for a clothing shop to maybe get a custom outfit made.
Okay, so Shauna, if you want to roll for the clothing outfit, or the clothing shop, sorry.
Specifically in the Highwood area.
Mm-hmm. And Sibo and Delana, either each of you roll one separately, or one of you roll at advantage for the blacksmith / armor.
There's a perception check? Or
Investigation. Investigation.
I am pretty good at these. 7.
It says Tim. It says Sibo.
Yeah, okay. I'll just give you advantage.
Okay.
Okay.
So Sibo advantage and Ashana. Okay.
Are there any places that cut hair around here?
Oh, there'd be very occasional. While you were searching for that magic shop, you would have seen the odds and end barber shop here and there.
Would it be open at this time?
Nearing sunset, there'd be a couple late openers. Yeah, they look like they were getting ready to close, but there would be time for a walk-in.
Bart, before we go to the tilted stool for that drink, I'm gonna go get a haircut real quick, and I run over to the barber shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you cutting your hair?
Just cut off the dead and split ends. Just make it look presentable. Because for
Okay.
this party, I plan to, kind of wear my hair down instead of in the
Okay.
ponytail.
So just a quick cleanup. Be
Yeah.
3 silver. For a
Alright.
very quick cleanup.
All right. And that's it for me. And then I go back to the tilted stool.
All right. And as for Shauna and Sibo and Delana, very easily in your investigations, and especially your Shauna, you'd have the pick of your choosing in the Highwood. Looking for that clothing shop, you would see varying between the casual high end to the, oh my god, why is it that expensive to wear a dress high end?
Not going. Well, I'm not trying to go that high, and I'm trying to
I'm just
go.
saying is that you see the spectrum between like, oh hey, the spectrum is like pretty damn good to
Yeah.
what the fuck, why is it that good?
Yeah, I'm going with like essentially the presentable attire that like family of my station would wear to these balls or whatever meetings with
So
nobles and
relatively
royalties.
high end, not extreme. But
Yeah, kind of the middle ground, And she wants to get a custom dress made.
Okay. How intricate of a dress would this be?
Not extremely intricate. It essentially just like a full body kind of silver dress with gold detailing, like thin gold detailing throughout the dress.
Okay. And custom made to your size. Would you like that to be rushed for tomorrow night?
That's when the party is tomorrow. No,
Or
it's
sorry,
not tomorrow night. In 2 days.
2 nights from now.
Yeah.
But they're starting to get close towards closing time, so it'd be all day tomorrow.
Essentially, just to have it done before the event. Yeah, the following night or the 2 nights
So
from
it's
now.
in time for pickup.
Yeah.
For that, just be 35 gold pieces.
Okay.
Yeah. pretty decent quality dress. And Delano or Sibo, if you want to follow in for any reason to get your own proper wear, no?
I'm good.
Okay.
It would be proper. Fine. Yeah, they can wait. I think the one is going to go with a crimson dress with black outlining. Yeah.
Okay. So easier colors, definitely, by far. So don't be 30 gold pieces in that respect.
Okay.
And after getting your custom dresses ordered and made sure that they are prepared, they did say they would tell you that the soonest they could possibly get it done is just after the cresting of the sun on the day of the festival, so just afternoon.
And I will ask if they know of a good location to clean up before the event. Kind of like pull the hair out a little bit and just, run the fingers through, like.
They would offer that there is a private spa in the Highwood that, with a very quick half an hour treatment, would help you feeling like a good night's rest.
Oh. I thank you for the information, and thank you also for the dress.
Until tomorrow, then. Or
Alright.
until the day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow. Yeah, we're both getting our words mixed up.
Yep.
Yep.
And shortly after, not even 20 or so minutes later, you would come across a shop that's a smaller building than all the others around it, but it would have this large chimney on the top that's just constantly pluming black smoke. And very easily there'd be a hanger on the side that would show the symbol of an anvil with sparking flames on the top and a singular gauntlet also reaching across it. Very indicative of the armor shop. Sibo, as per usual, being attracted to these and very easy to find. And stepping inside, you would see a very well-designed and not overheated room with armors hanging on the walls with weapons as well. Armor displays very neatly organized and freshly polished and shined. And a full back counter where they would have a wall just coated in the back with what looks to be presentable designs of some kind, possibly ones you could pick and choose from. Okay. And almost immediately you would be able to see that there are several different kinds of full plate armor, most of which being of standard human size or humanoid size, and a couple of them being of the smaller races. And each of them seem to be incomplete for the time being. But Sibo, you immediately would be able to recognize that, oh, they're just waiting to get it fitted. That's it. For anybody who purchases it.
Awesome. I'll allow Delana to go first. And then I will be the second customer in this scenario.
Okay.
All right.
And you would see in the back of the counter there would be an elven woman with long silver hair, just standing there and waiting patiently, that bows ever so slightly towards you.
Do a slight head bow and curtsy, and then go up to counter. I'm looking to purchase a set of full plate.
She gestures over to the armor stands in question. Says, "We have a variety available to you of varying kinds. A few of them are magical. We do have some of those in stock. They will be of a higher price point. And if you would like, we may also design and place your own custom ones if you'd like," gesturing towards the back walls of imprints and such.
It's a standard set.
A standard set of full plate armor will run you at 2,000 gold pieces.
Hmm. I can give 1,500 with some trade-ins.
What would you like to trade?
My chainmail, 3 pieces leather armor, and 3 swords, and 1,490 gold.
Go make persuasion check.
Where the frick is that in this character sheet?
Alphabetical.
Dead center, where all the skills are. There you go.
Nice.
You see her kind of contemplate a moment, probably doing some mental math here and there.
So, at a game, if this helps you, DM, so 52.5 gold. That's just for the scimitars and the armor, assuming
I
I'm
can
trading them
check your
in
sheet if you want.
at half value.
I'll say I can check your sheet if you want, just to see this over.
Okay.
But I like having access to y'all sheets.
Yeah.
But you would see her kind of doing some mental math here and there, and you would see kind of a gentle smile go over her face. I'll be more than glad to take that offer.
Alrighty.
She takes the items in question, and she takes the golds. She gestures you over towards the armor stand itself. Take your pick, just not the last 2 on the end. And the reason why is because each of them have some sort of different finish to them. Very much a pointless design choice, just for looks. One is very nicely, smoothly finished. One seems like it's got a bit of a texture to it. And the other one seems to have a very deliberate burn kind of looking design to it. Almost like it's trying to make it look like it's been to battle, even though it's literally spotless.
So there's the scorched mark one. There's the shiny silver, and what was the other one?
Kind of just a rough texture. Like have you ever had a holographic
Like that
trading card?
what is it? Stonewash finish?
Yeah,
Ooh,
basically for that.
I'll take the stonewash.
Okay. And it would take about 10 minutes for them to, for her to call to an aid of sorts in the back room, where you would see a human male come out, just sweaty as all living hell, shirtless, and probably has like 2% body fat to him. Come up and help
Lottie. Oh, just kidding.
to take the armor and help fit it to you, Delana. And after about 10 minutes or so, they take the measurements and the designs, and they take it to the back room. In the meantime, the elven woman does look at Ashana and Sibo. Anything else in the meantime while her armor is being prepared?
I'll push Sibo forward.
Oh, yeah. Hi. Yeah, I'm looking for either similar thing to what she's getting, but just, smaller for me, or if you have any sort of like enchanted like shields, or I think that's all actually.
When it comes to armor, we do have the pick of 3 different armor sets. One of them is magical, while the other 2 are not. When it comes to plate, and we do have 2 shields in question for magical properties, if you'd like to inquire about them.
Oh, I would, about the shields in question, about with properties.
One of them is a shield of arrow catching. If any range attack comes for you, you may take a quick gesture to make it so that it does not make contact with your body. And
Cool.
as for the other one in question, it is but a simple +1 shield.
Okay. It's like what do those like run you, I suppose?
The basic +1 shield will run you at 450 gold pieces. while the shield of arrow catching will run you at 550.
5. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll take that arrow one. Could I give you this shield as collateral? I don't know how this works. Can I get some money for giving you stuff that I have?
If you would like to make a trade, yes.
Oh yeah, yep, that's it. So money and stuff for less cost.
What would you like to offer?
Oh, 500 in my shield, my current shield.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh yes, my speciality.
9.
I am afraid I will need a little more than that. The
Okay.
shield is rather worn, and while we can
Yep.
refurbish it, we will need a bit more.
So what are you thinking? I think that we're supposed to rebuttal against each other.
Well,
Wow.
He's just mimicking what I just did.
if
I don't
it
know how this works.
seems fair to you, if you are getting new armor to replace your old one, it would not be a bother to sell your old one, and I would be more than willing to give you the shield of arrow catching for 300 after the matter.
Wait, so I lose my armor and I get the shield for less?
It would defend you more, would it not?
No. Yeah, I mean, I think I still need armor, right? Like, oh wait, you're saying I also buy armor? Like, like a
Was
combo
that not
package.
your plan?
I was just inquiring. It was gonna be either like the shield and no armor, or the armor no shield, unless I'm gonna
Full
like
plate
whisper.
actually called full plate?
No, it's just called plate, and it comes
Yeah.
as half or full.
Right.
Okay.
I'll like go in for a bit of a whisper,
Mhm.
but probably not whispering very well. I got some stuff that I can try to trade you. We might not want to like bring it out in here, um, because there's probably a lot of flames and stuff, and it's not very safe with that.
Oh no.
Well, this room is safe from any of the flames or
Okay,
heat of
I
the back
trust
room.
you. Yeah. So, and then I'll
Take 10
pull
feet
out
step back.
a small pouch, that has like soot all around it. It looks like.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, so this I like they got some like good collateral, whatever that was called, trading for it. And if you want to like take a look, see what's in there, we could probably come to a arrangement.
Real quick.
You see a
Was
curious
this
look to
legal?
her face
Hold on.
before she kind of leans over and opens the pouch curiously.
Was black powder legal?
You see the moment of recognition in her face as she looks it over, and that like straightforward stoicness falls to a bit of concern and worry as she gently seals the pouch and slides it back to you.
Oh no.
I'm
SIBO.
afraid we cannot accept an item of that kind.
Okay, I just found it and I wasn't sure what to do with it, so I thought you might be able to use it here.
I personally recommend
Yeah.
you not show that to
Okay.
anyone in this town.
Okay. Yeah.
Very
So
strongly.
that's I appreciate that. I wasn't sure. I just it's like I just woke up today and wanted to give it away, so it's cool. So okay, where were we? Yes. Purchasing things and trading, but not that.
You just handed her a bag of fucking cocaine. Like, hey, can you find
Yeah,
this?
to an extent.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, yeah. So, in exchange for my armor
he-
and my shield, and getting size appropriate full plate and that arrow catching shield, what would that be?
If you would like to trade in your armor and your shield and acquire both, I am more than willing to make a deal for 1,700 gold pieces for the lot.
Uh, I'll go over to Ashana. So is that a good deal?
Yeah, Sibo, just take the deal.
Okay, yeah. I've been told yes, and I'll put out my hand and I'll shake her hand.
She does not go to shake your hands
Oh, okay.
at
Sorry.
all, as she very nervously makes her way to grab the shield and grab the armor.
Yeah, I'll put this bag back in my bag just so we don't get any weird, Yeah.
Yes, please.
Sibo.
Well, now it's gone. No one knows it's there. I mean, except for us.
Right. And she goes to the back room to get the man to help fit you as well. Only Ashana, you'd be very easy to notice that she is doing her absolute best not to touch him in the slightest
Mm-hmm.
before they both go into the back room this time
And I
together.
don't understand women. You buy something from one of them and they don't like you, but you don't buy from another, and you said that they wanted to like do something with me. I don't understand this.
Oh, Sibo.
After at the tavern with Bartholomew, can I leave and try to find them? Would I know where they went?
Yes, because they did say they were going to look for armor in the
In
Highwood,
Highwood,
but you
yep.
don't know where. So you would have to make an investigation check. And
Yeah.
also, how far into drinks would you go?
No, like just when you're starting to feel good, but I'm not like staggering in the streets.
Go make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. Because I just thought about like I'm in the need. I want to get a hand crossbow, and I just thought about it. You say Constitution
Yes.
saving throw, not a
Which
straight.
character was it that
Saving
didn't
throw.
have any ranged weapon whatsoever?
Bart.
Bart literally has nothing for range
Mm-hmm.
at all.
Mm-hmm.
As you are making your way out, like you said, you start to get that funny tingle in the back of your head, and you're like, okay, that's where I should stop before anything happens. I'm gonna go find them, go get my hand crossbow. As you're kind of making your way to there, they said to go to the high woods. Ooh, that's starting to. Isn't a high wood like a tree or something? And you start to feel your mind and your thoughts blur with all sorts of
Oh, I'm about to pass out.
different things, and you're like, oh, I used to climb a tree once. Wasn't that somewhere home? And you start to also remember that what Bart said about the dwarf never remembering what he did at the tavern. Oh, this probably is what that is. Should probably find a bed before I fall.
Okay, well, I'm going to turn around back to the tavern, and
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna say, like, just before I even make it in the door, I'm just gonna just curl up by the door and just go to sleep.
Yeah. Y'all's ACs are fucking insane.
Oh, I feel like I'm trailing behind now.
I'm a 19 when I get my shield back.
Yeah. Oh, shut your face, Rogue. You're gonna dodge everything I throw at you anyway.
See, but how
Yeah.
are you at 22?
He's got the
So
armor, I
the
believe,
plate
gives
gives 18.
Yeah.
The shield is a 2 plus 2.
That's 20.
No, but like it's a plus 2 shield.
Wait, is it a +2 shield?
no.
Yes.
The shield is naturally a +2.
And the arrow catching shield
Yeah.
is a plus 2 shield.
No, that's just what it is. Every single shield says +2 to your AC.
Well, it says plus 2 in addition to the bonus that the shield gives.
No. That's just what it is. Every single shield says you gain a +2 bonus to AC.
The bonus is in addition to the shield's normal bonus to AC. Is that usually what shields say?
Also,
Okay,
no.
so he gets a +2
I
bonus
know
to
what you're
AC
talking
in
about.
ranged.
I just realized what you're talking about. Yes, it's only for ranged attacks.
Which is still good, though.
So for everything else
Oh,
that isn't
okay.
a ranged
Gotcha.
attack,
It's
you have
a
a
normal-
20 AC. But for
Okay,
a
I'll have to
ranged,
I'll have to remember this then.
yeah, for anything ranged, it's a 22.
Gotcha. Okay, that's the part that I missed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
That's what I was getting confused. I was like, holy shit, how? That's
I'm
fucking
at-
nuts.
21. I have a shield, plate armor, and 2 decks.
Dex doesn't do anything.
Plate,
Dex doesn't
plate
add
doesn't give you
anything.
that. Yeah.
So you just have a
Yeah.
flat 20.
Plate gives you 18, shield gives you +2, and that's it.
Well,
Yeah,
the
no.
character sheet says I have an armor class of 21.
Did you take armor? Because that might
Did
be
I
it.
take- Did I take what?
The
Did you
feet.
take armor as a, No, it's the thing for
Heavily
fighter.
armored?
It's
Oh,
like,
yeah, the
like fighting style or something
fighting
like that?
style.
Yeah,
oh,
the
the
defense.
fighting
fighting
defense.
style.
Yes, it
Yeah.
did. Okay.
Okay.
There you
Then
go.
that's why.
That's the
yeah.
Okay.
other one.
So we have a 21, we have two 20s, or no, we have a
I'm
21,
about
a 20,
to be
a
21 as
19.
well.
Yeah.
Just wait
Yeah.
until tomorrow morning.
What's that Cordell sitting at?
16.
Okay.
That's why we go in front.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm looking through the armor right now to see what I could do to possibly beef that up at some point.
This,
Man, you guys don't want to know what part's in that.
like
Oh, yeah.
13,
I'm gonna
14?
probably-
This makes
Oh.
my job so much easier as a cleric.
Yeah.
Y'all can't get hit, means I don't have to fucking keep healing you.
Or at least y'all shouldn't get hit.
And I can combat
Well,
control at that point in
Anything
time.
that doesn't that I attack that doesn't attack me back, that attacks someone else gets disadvantage on their attack. So that's very nice as well.
Oh, is that part of the artificer armor thing?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
What actually? What?
Oh
level
my
do I
God.
start
If
dodging
Delana took
everything?
Sentinel,
5.
Yeah.
I can tell you that right now, Cordell, it's 5.
Yeah, just when I get uncanny dodge.
No, you have uncanny dodge right now.
No, it says uncanny
No,
dodge.
3.
5th level.
Oh, is it 5th? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, evasion
and then,
7. I think.
7th level, you get evasion, and I can never touch you ever again.
Evasion.
Uh-huh.
That's like whenever it's my turn, I can.
No,
Dodge.
it's dexterity
Just
saving
once a
throws.
turn.
If you fail, you take half damage. If you succeed, you take no damage.
yeah.
Period.
Then what's
See-
then what's the one just like at the start of my turn I can dodge? Is that uncanny dodge?
No, there's nothing like that.
Oh, there's nothing. Oh, I can.
Oh,
I
there
just
we go.
wondered if it was
That's what I meant to
something
do.
like that.
No, I
Nothing
mean, you can
attack.
take the dodge action
Yeah,
on
you
your
can take
turn.
the dodge action as a bonus action if you want.
Okay. I
Yeah.
must be thinking about something else then.
Yeah.
Probably are.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
what?
Well, so Ashana, this is also why I was thinking about going Sentinel, because then this would also,
yeah.
as they go to hit someone else, I hit them with this.
Yeah, it'd be interesting though if you like if Delana took it and you didn't, then if they attack anyone else, they have disadvantage. If they attack you, Delana gets a reaction to attack them.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like,
So also with my subclass, with all the maneuvers I have,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be able to in a few levels be able to like, okay, you swung, whether you hit or not, I can attack. And because I'm attacking, I can trip you and take your weapon away.
Okay, you need to take Sentinel. You really need to take Sentinel then.
Yeah.
Cause
Trust me, the way you guys have yourselves built out, you're giving me a bitch of a time.
we all
Trying
did
to
this on
accomplish it.
accident.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Yeah.
Y'all decided this offhand, and now that you're talking about it, you're like, oh my god, we built a god team. Like, yeah, you did.
Like, the only thing that would make this better, I think, is if Bartholomew was actually a wizard.
Or a
Yeah,
sorcerer, maybe.
to cast support spells and fucking fire magic missile out of
Yeah.
your ass every goddamn 10 seconds.
To have a lot more utility with the spells. Granted,
Yeah.
his Bardic Inspiration stuff will help a lot too, though, so.
Yeah.
What subclass is he going?
He went with, actually, didn't check. What did you go with, Bartholomew? What did you go with?
Didn't he go, like, the Maestro thing?
College of Lore.
Oh, College. Okay.
Okay, so he's basically going wizard. He's going the wizard bard.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, okay, the Wizard Bard.
He's just gonna know
The wizard
everything.
bard.
He's just gonna know everything.
Yeah.
And then we got the Wizard Rogue to go with it, so I mean, that kind of, balances out a bit.
Then you've
Oh.
technically got a wizard fighter in Zebo, technically.
Yeah, so okay, so we pretty much have, Oh my
all
god.
we're missing is a barbarian. That's
So
it.
with my
That's Delana.
maneuvers, I took
True.
disarming attack, trip attack, and riposte.
Yep.
Whenever they miss me on a melee attack, I can use my reaction, use one of my superiority dice, and make an attack.
Yep.
When I hit, I can either trip or disarm them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and
man.
you also get bonus damage on that hit with the superiority die.
That's so good.
It's pretty fucking good. A lot of people talk shit about Combat Master, but it's pretty fucking good if you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
It's just complicated to learn, I think.
Yeah, it's complicated as fuck, but if you know what you're doing, that shit can really hurt.
the best part is, this is the type of, like, fighters we like to play back in 3rd edition. Combat control.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, after purchasing dresses and getting your armor set and becoming walking hunks of metal, knowing that they are at the tilted stool, Cordal unfortunately learning the exact reason why this dwarf never remembers coming here. What are you three up to?
Before we go, as everyone else leaves, I'm going to, apologize for my friend, and I was hoping you might be able to point us in the direction of a magic shop in the area.
Yes, there is one a couple streets down. It is rather on the high end, but if you are willing to peruse it, you are very much welcome to do so. I highly. You seem to be adventurous,
Yes.
so I will spare you the threat of calling the lords on your little friend over there. Just make sure he doesn't present that to anyone as strict as the guards.
Yeah. I'm going to be having a nice little talk with him after this.
Be sure to do that. Have a wonderful night.
You too. I'll give her a deep bow and make my way out.
Okay.
Hey, so Ashana.
As we come out, I'm going to smack Sibo on the back of the head.
Oh, wait, what was that for?
Sibo,
Got this cool new
we already
shield
said
and-
you do not bring that out in front of people. That is not clearly legal in these parts.
But like, I was just trying to trade it. I don't
No,
want to like
you
sell
don't
it.
do that around here.
No. Okay.
If you wanted to sell it, you should have sold it back down in the market.
Oh, I mean, I could always go back there. It's probably better to do this at night then, right? Like if I were to try to sell it at the market at night.
They're
Oh
closed.
no, you know what? That lady might be waiting for me, so maybe not.
As Ashana has the bag of holding on her side.
Yes.
By the way, do you think that we could like do a transfer and like move the stuff that's in my bag of holding to yours?
What do you have in your bag of holding? Or
Oh, well, I have this jug that we'll be using tomorrow. So maybe I'll hold on to that. I have a bunch of food. We can put that in there.
Um, well, I do know where another magic shop is at. Maybe we can peruse that and see if we can find another one.
Well, let's just say that put me back quite a bit.
Fair enough. Maybe we can pull our resources per se and find
Sure.
another one.
I mean, I also don't mind just giving you everything.
If we cannot afford another one, we will try to transfer contents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna let you know in the morning if we still have this bag without transferring stuff. It'll be all over my room in the morning. So then we'll have to actually like pick it up rather than like do it in a nice transfer of things.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So who knows how long that'll take.
Fair enough.
If I remember correctly, there's at least like 30 rations in here.
Jesus. Well, let's take a look at this other shop and then let's go find rooms for the night.
Cool. Okay.
So following the directions you were given, it's very easy to go off and find this magic shop, which actually is rather small, but the design of the building is intricate as high hell. It's like a house you would see on Beverly Hills condensed into just a little one-story tall house.
I'm gonna actually cast detect magic. Just
Instantaneously, you get magic on the glass and the door.
okay. Good to know. I'll head on inside.
And as soon as you walk inside, and I mean as soon as that door opens, yeah, I'm not even really kidding when it's kind of like magic just smacks you from every single place in this place. Even the goddamn tables are magic for unknown reasons.
She's got some good ideas of why they're probably magical. Some type of alarm spell.
As you walk in and you see just two straight counters on the dead center with very fine glass casings. Once again, just absolutely overhauled to hell with magic. And two shelves on either side, very neatly organized, with plates on the actual shelves themselves to tell you what these items are. Finely plastered items onto the wall, hung and portrayed in elegant displays, once again covered in glass casings.
Do they have
And
prices
one large
listed?
counter where right behind him right behind the counter you would see a tiefling man of white skin with deep red hair and ever so large and lustrous horns just curving to the back of his head, with probably the biggest grin on his face, with arguably the finest robes you've ever seen in your life, intricate of designs from the Hells to Celestia to the Feywild and the Shadowfell.
Shadowfell's covering its crutch. Oh.
And above him, just on a display, is a mount of a slain creature of which each of you would recognize in an instant as something you've only read about, never witnessed, and find hard to believe, of a dragon just hanging 10 feet above his head.
What type of dragon?
Make an intelligence check. Well, actually,
Well, color,
history or religion, actually.
Fair.
Just to see if she gets it. It's not going to be an easy DC, that's all I'm going to say. At least for Shauna, it's always hard for the skull. Especially from the stories that you've heard, they always talk of the living versions.
Oh,
not
so
the
it's
skull
just a
themselves.
skull. Okay.
This is just the skull.
Oh.
So
When you
it's
say
very
head
hard-
of a dragon,
Because a lot of the distinctive factors come in the body and the wing shape.
and a couple of them do come in the heads.
yes.
It's almost like I'm
gonna-
super
I'm gonna-
fucking hyped for Dragonomicon.
Okay.
Yeah. So unfortunately, can't tell which one it is. But
Okay.
at the same time, it's also in tandem with the disbelief of
I'd
just
say-
seeing the skull of a dragon just promptly mounted.
Could a medicine
Right.
check have worked for that one?
I would say no, just because there's no religious tie to the anatomy of a dragon. Especially with you guys, it's not so much you learn about their ins and outs as much as what they are.
Okay. Okay.
Like you're not gutting a dragon or performing surgery on them. So
No, but there could have been, some texts about,
yeah, there could be the occasional, but unfortunately in your households,
Okay.
there would not have been.
Okay. Okay, so that's a lot, all of it, just everything a lot, and I'm
Yep.
gonna turn off the spell or end it or whatever if I can.
Yeah, you very much can easily just like
Nope.
I don't need to worry about this anymore.
Nope.
I'd like my eyesight back, please.
Yeah. So, just gonna kind of look around and see what they have. Like, does he have prices listed on any of these, or no, just the names?
He does not.
Okay. So just prices, or I mean, listings to like what they are and stuff.
Yep, listings of what they are, including potion scrolls, items themselves. He has weapons on the walls. He doesn't have any armor apparently, but he does have a few shields as well available.
Well, I'll look around, see if the two items we've been looking for, another bag of holding and decanter of endless water, see if they have either of those.
I'll also look for any wands or stats.
Wands or staffs?
Yeah. Staves? How do you
No,
say
you got it.
multiple staff?
Got it.
Okay.
By the way, did we get our armor already, or are we gonna have to wait for that?
No, they were ready right there. They only took about 15 minutes to repair each of you.
Okay.
They work pretty fast and pretty damn well.
It's that 2% body fat.
Yeah.
Really, it's just a sweatshop back there. Those are all slaves
Yeah,
under my
right.
control.
We laugh, and that's actually the big bad.
There are 2 wands available, and unfortunately there is no decanter of endless water.
What about the bag of holding?
There is no bag of holding.
Okay. That answers that.
What are the wands?
One of them is labeled as a wand of smiles, and the other one
You had
is
to put it in
actually.
there.
You see, the plate has actually been flattened out to not indicate the name for some unknown reason.
Okay. I will go up to the front and sort of like try to jump and like jump up to the counter and like just hit it in case you didn't notice me.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, hey, I saw you got these like 2 wands. I want to know what that one that has no name is and how much that smile wand is.
You
You've
actually
got some
watch
great ideas.
as the tiefling, as he watches you kind of come up, and he sees you trying to jump up, trying to keep like eyesight of him and trying to keep conversation with him. You see him just snap his fingers and gesture right down towards you. And Ashana and Delana, you'll be able to see very easily that from one of the corners, one of the stools just animates and just comes right on over to Sibo.
That's awesome.
And literally just bumps right into the side of you, Sibo.
Oh, apologies, sorry. And I move out of the way and then still keep on jumping next to it.
Take a seat, my friend. No need to jump. Just take a seat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Sorry, I
As for
didn't know
the-
if he was a customer here.
As for the wand of smiles, that'll run you 150 gold pieces. A very nice little parlor trick, I'd like to say.
Okay. I'll think about it. And what about the other one?
The other one is my personal creation, and one that he kind of looks at the two of you in the back, and then before looks back at you, Sibo goes, something I'd rather keep on the down low, but at the same time, if you're a paying customer, I have absolutely no issue with sharing what it might be.
Okay. Well, if you have any like potions, I could take like a potion of healing to get in like a goodwill with you, and
Oh,
then
I've
we
got
could talk
plenty of
about
potions of healing, but
the other
the
thing.
name in question will have to come with a bit more of a guarantee of purchase.
Is there a price to this name?
3,500 gold pieces.
Well, there's a guarantee that I do not have that. Do you want like a bag of holding for sale?
Unfortunately not. I'm currently working on my own.
Oh, how long do you think that that'll take for you to get out?
This one will take me another week to complete.
Okay, okay. How much do you think you'll be selling that for? Can we put like a down payment on it?
750 gold pieces if you like it ahead of time. I
What
normally
if we, what if we want
650,
it?
but I'll do a special deal for you and just do a 150 gold down payment, and you can pay the rest upon arrival.
Wait, so it costs more than usual?
Mom, you are you are buying it from me before I give it a chance for anybody else to possibly bid on it, now aren't you?
Oh, I didn't realize we were at an auction. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it is the hot items like the bag of holding that go up for auction.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to say thank you, but no thank you to that one.
And what of
And
the
then
one that
I'll,
smiles?
I'll, I'll just start walking away. Thank you, but no thank you, and then just start walking away.
Okay.
So, Shauna, Delana, so, I think that wand would be very funny on Bartholomew, but we might have to, like, do another job or get paid somehow, for me to afford that personally. I don't have nearly any money left to my name after getting these better armor sets and this cool shield.
If it's business you're looking for, I've got plenty of opportunities for you to help me.
Oh, like what? I'm sure
Which, by
that
the way,
you're,
you guys are pretty decent distance away from him, and you're not talking that loud, and he still heard you.
I don't pay it any mind.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, so what do you have? I'll start yelling.
Gathering materials is dangerous work, now isn't it?
I don't know. I haven't done it before.
Wonderful. It'd be great to learn now, wouldn't it?
Sure.
And Delana is standing behind Sibo, just like obviously entertained by what he's saying, but not making any audible laughter.
Well, my next point of interest is to make some cloaks of special properties, but the creature in question is something that's very hard to come across, and more importantly, very hard to gather its materials, if I am allowed to say.
I mean, you're allowed to say whatever you want, I guess. But so, what, with this creature thing, does, do you know where they, like, hide out?
Oh,
And,
very
like,
much so.
oh,
It's simply
nice.
that they'll find you before you find them.
Well, that's even better. That means we don't have to go looking for them.
Indeed.
I mean, this sounds pretty
What are we
easy.
talking about, if I may ask?
We are talking about these rainbow-scaled, slithering creatures, of which they are capable of disguising themselves into the fauna and the background of their terrain. Very tricky creatures to find, and even trickier to hunt. But once you get a hold of them, those scales of theirs and their skin, very useful for when it comes to making disguised equipment.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Is it heavy?
The snakes are the equipment.
It was a dumb joke.
Ah, I see.
I don't get it.
Pat Sibo.
Okay. So, what would you give us for how much? as I like pull out a book and start reading off like what you're supposed to say to people.
If you are willing to gather these creatures in question, I am more than willing to pay you upon delivery of the amount of material in return. And as a sign of faith and a down payment, he looks over towards the blank plaque. I'll tell you what it is.
Could are you open tomorrow?
Indeed, I am. All
We-
day, every day, except for when I'm not. But you'll know when I'm not.
Okay. I mean that makes sense to me. So can we come back and accept your invitation and the name of that thing tomorrow once we find out if like everyone we work with is okay with this?
The offer is open as long as the offer is open, my friends. As is any
Well, that's why I'm
business.
asking if like tomorrow we can still have the offer. Like I'm specifying.
I'm not about to send myself into the depths of a snake-infested forest myself, so, indeed.
If that's a yes. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll be back tomorrow. Usually we travel in like groups or small groups,
Indeed,
or
an
breaks
adventuring
off of our
party, of
groups.
course.
But like a party of a part of a party, if you might say.
Oh, then you have more of you, then this job would be even easier for you, now won't it?
Well, yeah, that's who we're gonna go see to see if they want to do it, instead
Where
of
do
just
these
telling you
creatures
yes
live?
right now.
These
But-
creatures live towards the north end, just off the border of the Noxigian Empire. Hugging close to the mountains, you'll see a forest just absolutely overridden with all manners of creatures and abominations of all kinds. One of them being my desired target, of course.
And that's about a week's travel, isn't it?
Aren't we in the
Roughly.
Empire?
You are in the Empire, but you
Yeah.
are literally on the south end of the Empire.
Yeah, so it's
Gotcha.
about a week's travel up there. That's also where we had the,
Oh.
Y'all be here. He's saying somewhere over here.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh.
And that's also the same area where the other dude, the shady dude, there was some black powder too. He had other work up in that area, yes, to investigate the weird corrupted creatures.
Yep, somewhere in the north. They just said the north. They never gave it exact location. All they know is that for some reason, it only gets worse the further north you go.
So we can kill two birds with one stone in that area.
Probably.
That's
I'll ask
true.
this guy if there's anything else in that area that he would want. Like other than these like cloaking animal things.
Or on
A
the
large
way.
number of creatures are magical, and as such are there materials you can garner from them. I'm more than welcome to take whatever it is you wish to offer and pay you appropriately.
Do you have a sketch of these creatures?
I do indeed. And you watch as he gestures his hand very quickly, and a small little booklet just appears out of nowhere as he gestures it. And he immediately turns to one of the pages. And he flips over to show a page with a long serpentine creature, which, as he described, a very luminescent rainbow-esque scales. But what you notice also that he didn't really quite add was the fact that they have these wings on the back of them. Only they don't look like normal bird wings of any kind. They look almost kind of like flesh-like it stretches out from the snake itself more than it's an extra appendage.
Interesting.
So in my mind, who was the blood god in Zul'Gurub?
Oh,
Hakar?
a car.
Yeah, like
Let's see. Let's see. Images. Kind of like that thing. a better image.
Well, the one I linked to was the
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the sons of Hakar.
Yes, very
No.
close to that thing there. Yes.
The second one or the first one?
Only not as like sharpened. It's all just one single frill,
Okay.
and without the mohawk.
Okay.
They're not punk rock kids.
This is also what I'm thinking of. Is this similar at all?
Oh, god damn it.
But this is from Monsters University.
I know. I love it. I hate you, and I love it.
But
So
just disregard
horrible.
the centipede bottom, I assume.
That was funny. Oh my god.
So we're looking like something similar to the sons of Hakar then.
Okay. And you said any monster pieces we could possibly collect. Do you have a list at all that you need immediately?
Well, and he gestures his other hand, and you watch as a scroll appears. As for a list of what I desire, he taps in. You watch as it literally rolls off of the table, and does that generic anime thing where it just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling until it gets to you guys. Says, I have quite a number of things that I could acquire, but as for needing at the moment, I would very much like the snake skin. That is a passion project of mine that I am more than willing to pay hefty money for now. And he gestures his hand again, the scroll automatically just scrolls itself.
And how much are you offering per snake, I guess, or
I
scale,
can't give
or-
you a price, only because I do not know the size of the creature as well as how much of the skin you can preserve. But I'm
That's
more
fair.
than willing to pay you a fair price. I'm sure you can see by my establishment, money is no question.
Very much so. Huh. Let's say, if we run into a lot of these creatures, we may not be able to bring back all of the materials. Some would sadly go to waste.
Unfortunately so, so I suggest trying to make sure to save as much as possible, no?
Do you have anything that would help make sure we bring back all of the merchandise for you?
Make a persuasion check. With advantage. Come
Wow.
on!
Fucking Christ, dude.
Come on!
Like,
You see a moment of recognition in his face, kind of a like, I see what you're getting at, but also at the same time, there's a moment of recognition as well, kind of a like, yeah, good try.
mhm.
You know, well, I'm hiring you for a reason now, aren't I?
Yes, I was just trying to make sure we got all of it back to you, though. You know. Yeah.
Well, I trust you, and I trust that you won't disappoint me in that matter. A sign of faith from me to you.
Oh, well, we will converse with our other compatriots and see what they think of this. It is a long way to travel, and we do have business here for a few days before we can do any forms of travel. We have some prior arrangements.
Does this person look like they would be someone that would be going to this fancy ball dinner thing?
Make an intelligence check for me. There is a part of you that says, yes, he would be, but at the same time, there's conflicting knowledge that Bart said that this is a dinner for royals and higher-ups, and this guy being a magic shop salesman, probably not.
Okay.
It's like, he's dressed to the nines, so he could go, but he's not a noble or a higher-up that you know of. So
Just means he has
probably not.
money, not necessarily that he's no
Status. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Money
Okay,
was
yeah,
on the
yeah.
clout.
I was gonna bring it up and ask if we would see him there, but I won't even bring it up.
Well, we thank you for your time, and hope you have a good night.
And you as well, and I very much do hope you come back.
Me too. We have some interesting things here. And if you happen to come across one, I'm looking for something that has a endless supply of clean water to help in my clerical duties. Clean water is always needed when treating wounds.
I have a few ideas on how to make such a thing a possibility. Perhaps in due time I can send you a message, let you know of acquired stock.
That'd be much appreciated. Give him kind of slight nod.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
I dearly hope so.
Have a good night.
Just
Guys.
head on out.
Okay.
As we're leaving, you see Sibo just gets a big smile on his face.
Why are you so excited?
Oh, that's like a really cool wand he has in there. He wanted to tell me what it was in case we don't come back, even though like we're totally coming back because this guy's the coolest. But yeah, so that's probably real cool.
Wait, did he tell you what the wand was?
Yeah, I don't know how, but like it sounded like him. But wait, did you guys not hear that?
No, we did not.
Oh, I don't know how that works.
So what is that wand?
Oh yeah, it's like those like really cool wizards that like blow stuff up with their mind with like balls of fire.
Yes, I am aware.
Yeah, so it's like that, but in a wand.
Okay. So keep it out of the hands of Bartholomew and Cordell.
Well, he does need a ranged weapon, so maybe do give it to
Probably
Bartholomew.
not that one.
Okay, okay,
I really don't want him blowing us up along with it.
that's true because we are in there.
Yes.
Give the bard an RPG.
Yeah, no. No, especially Bartholomew of all people. Oh, is Shauna's gonna be the one caught in it? Ah, whatever, she'll be fine.
Oh, she's the one who has evasion, right? That's Cordell. Oh, well, I already sent
She'll
it
make
out.
the save.
Yeah, right. Oh, she can heal herself, it's fine.
8d8
You know, if I
damage.
only hit Delana's shield with the fireball, it won't hit her. Kablam!
So if I bounce the fireball off of Delana's shield, right, I can get some nice little angle to it and
Oh.
oh,
Guys, making
yeah.
your way to the tilted stool.
We heard about the tilted stool from them, right?
Yes.
And essentially how
So-
most people don't remember afterwards.
Do we want to look for another place? Because I feel like we're kind of far away in the Highwood. Maybe there's a place out here that we can get an inn.
Sure.
You know what? Let me go run back inside and ask him.
Okay. Clank,
I'll-
clank, clank, clank.
I'll come running inside. Hey, so nice to see you again. It's not tomorrow yet, but do you know of any places to sleep in this area? We heard of this one, but it sounds kind of like sketchy and not good.
Well, there's plenty of places you can sleep, especially right off into the White Branch District. It's very much the place where the adventurers gather in and they sort themselves out. There's also the Rain Wharf, where if you want something on the low end and something very cheap and quick, it's very possible. And if you enter the Highwood from the northern direction, most of the inns there are of better but lower price.
Okay, I'll tell them. We'll figure it out. Thank you.
How far into the Highwood is this shop? Is it closer
Right,
to...
where are we?
Yeah, is it
That'll
closer to the White Ark?
be that
District?
little square right there.
Okay.
Okay. I say...
I don't mind going to White
Yeah.
Ark.
I say we make ourselves at home over there, you know. Where it's probably a little quieter. Hopefully.
Okay. So finding a branch in White Ark is of no issue whatsoever. As he said, this is very much the adventurer section of town where it is pretty much the gathering of tourists. This is the neighborhood where it's very obvious that no one really is from here, except for the workers themselves. And finding an inn is dependent on what the price point you want to sit at, between 7 silver pieces a night to 10 gold pieces a night, which is of course, the higher end things.
Probably just the.
I'll stick with you guys wherever you want to go.
Probably the 7
Um,
silver.
Sure. Yeah.
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 So, it's
Do any
pretty
of those
rundown.
inns that have the 7 silver have like a 10 or like a 1 gold option at the same inn?
There is a 1 gold option at the same inn.
I'll probably take that one, just a little bit higher of like a
Okay.
price.
So 7 silver for the both of you, Delano and Shauna, and 1 gold for Sibo.
Only because I'm not able to actually remove silver in D&D Beyond.
My-
I take
uh,
out silver and it just does nothing.
Yeah, because you just delete a gold and then add 10 silver.
yeah.
Oh.
It's something I question how they have not
Yeah.
done that yet.
Me too.
Oh,
Because you would
okay.
think that's
I
just like a
see.
basic calculator thing.
I
Yeah.
thought that it would automatically know. Okay, gold is this many silver. And
Yeah.
then-
It's 10, 10, 10, everything. And
Right.
just ignore
That's
the
why I
shit.
figured it would know.
Yeah, ignore the shit out of Electrum. Because
Ah.
fuck Electrum.
That's why I have 10 copper on mine, because I took out the 1 silver for it, and yeah.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I'll take out 1 silver, or I'll take out 10 silver for 100 copper, and I'll just
Actually, that's not a bad idea either.
It's not a bad
That
idea.
way
to
I
just
can
have
start
that conversion
tipping.
right off the
yeah.
bat.
Yeah, so.
And it's very
Nice.
simple to say right off the bat. Be like, hey, do you have change? And yada,
That's
yada,
the
yada.
thing. It also says at the top what the total is after your conversion.
Yep.
Yep.
So why couldn't it just work backwards?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Again, you would think that's a super simple calculator thing.
Remove a gold.
Whatever.
Add.
With that, finding yourselves a proper inn for Ashana, Delano, and Sibo, while Bartholomew is drinking himself silly, and Cordal has learned, very much so, and so is Bartholomew going to learn, why it is this dwarf never remembers coming from here. But he knows he does, and he knows he has a hell of a time. And that's it. And with that, we'll call it the session. I love and I cannot believe how all that shit went down.
I said, like I said, I was gonna be a G. I was gonna just stretch it out as much as day as I could for Bart.
And I told you didn't really have to. I kind of feel I was like, there's gotta be a way you guys are gonna find a way to stretch it out. That is the bane of D&D, is that you say, oh, this will only take 10 minutes, and it takes 3 effing hours.
Yep.
So, out of curiosity, what was that dagger?
I was a D6 lightning elemental dagger.
Oh,
So did Kudal get to keep the dagger?
No.
Or...
No,
No.
he gave it back and then offered to do a job for the person who he gave it to.
yeah.
And then he tried to persuade his way into possibly getting it as a reward, failed the persuasion, and when he kept trying to push it further and further and further, the guy who controlled the golem literally threatened to step on him with the golem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So otherwise, it was a resounding success.
Yeah. That's why I'm asleep by the front door.
Yep, the front door of a shitty ass bar that apparently has really fucking good drinks. Which, by the way, it would be a phenomenal drink. Like, you wouldn't even feel the alcohol. Like, I'm not even kidding. There, it's
Oh
like,
no, it's one of those.
yeah, it's one of those where it's like, oh my god, this is made. This is alcoholic. It's like, yeah, it is. It's like bullshit, and it's great. And
Oh,
that's
can we
kinda why-
also
kinda
say
why
that
the
we
moment it hits you-
exchanged the bag stuff before I went to
Yes.
sleep?
Yeah.
Because I really don't want to clean that up in the morning.
Yeah, we can very much say that you guys transferred over the contents of the bag.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
And also before I go to bed, I'm going to take 1 copper piece,
Mhm.
and I'm going to cast continual flame on it, and I'm going to put it in my bag and hide it so the light doesn't.
That doesn't need oxygen, does it?
No.
A long time since I've read up on continual flame.
Oh yeah, I'll also just alarm my way around my room,
Doesn't use oxygen. Okay, good.
Yeah.
the doors and the windows, etc.
You have alarm now, huh?
Yep. I want to be safe.
All right. All right.
And before I go to bed, I'm going to ritually cast silence.
That's such a good spell for going to bed.
It is. Just no.
The only problem is if the room is small enough, like say it's only a 10-foot room, it'll go into the next room and it's gonna confuse the shit out of the person.
Oh, it's gonna be the funniest thing ever. Because
I
if
would
they're
love
complaining
that,
about
but
it,
it's
I
like-
can't hear it.
Yep.
You
That
know-
immediately makes me think of like a dude watching TV, and it's just like, oh, I live in my little shitty ass apartment. Like I'm watching my TV, I'm just enjoying myself.
Oh my
And
god.
I don't even
What?
get second level spells yet. So
Dude, the TV just stops working. Like,
Right.
you just can't hear shit from it.
they're trying to knock on your door and it doesn't work, but they knock on your neighbor's door and it does work. And they're
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Oh my god. Or like, he can't hear his footsteps. Steps
Yeah.
out of it, he hears the footsteps. Steps in, steps out. Steps in, steps out. Steps
It's
in.
just the best when they have no idea what the fuck magic is.
Oh
No,
my god.
I wonder if I would have casted sleep on that Yanti. I wonder if it would have worked.
Yeah, you would have had to roll pretty decent. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
He's got a decent chunk of HP.
It's only 5d8, so it probably would
Yeah,
have done
it's
that.
at absolute max. Yeah, you get a 40.
Yeah,
You have to get a
like.
pretty decent roll. That was all I'm gonna say.
And I have fine sand for that, which I'm assuming isn't fine sand on that floor.
Does it need sand?
Yeah, it's a pinch of fine sand, rose petals, or a cricket.
Oh yeah, because you don't have a focus.
Mm.
Yeah, I think if you rolled max, you might be able to put Delana to sleep. How much HP do you have,
because
Delana?
Well, actually, no, not that high. Delano is at 28.
Oh, I thought she had 30 something.
Oh, Delana and Zebra are 28. Holy hell.
Okay.
Hey. Balanced.
Oh dang, I
So
didn't.
Sibo and Delana are pretty equal in AC and in HP then.
Yeah.
Couple of tanks.
Except one's an intelligence tank, which is weird as hell, and then the other one's a strength tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, the only other issue with that Cordal is it's a 20-foot radius, and it affects the lowest HP first. So any pedestrians or any vendors that were caught up on that, they would have gotten hit first if they were weaker than that guy.
See, what you could have done is you could have cast sleep on that dude, then took it. The merchant dude, then took
Yeah.
the dagger.
Yeah, you could have tried that.
You know, because I was
There's
actually,
a lot of possibilities.
I know, but I was actually thinking about this. I was like, if I would have took prestidigitation, because it doesn't really specify. It says I can clean or soil something in a 5-foot cube.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking, well, because it doesn't really specify what soil means, so I could have prestidigitated some fucking taffy in his mouth to keep his mouth shut.
I wouldn't allow that just because that's inside of a creature. That's
Okay.
that's not actually like on him, that's inside of him.
Okay, so it'd be like where I can see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically like where you have like instant access to. So like
Okay,
yeah.
okay, I get it.
Prestidigitation is a cantrip. Or
Yeah.
maybe first level after
Yeah.
all. It's not
It's a level 0 spell, so it's not it
Yeah, it's a
can't do anything
cantrip.
OP. It's very, very basic.
Yeah, when you get to the point of like casting spells into creatures, you get shit like
Control water.
clerics could do, create water inside his
Yeah.
lungs.
And
Or
control water, same idea. You're
Yeah.
really a bloodbender at that point.
or Tensor's floating disc in their neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
done that.
Our old DM used to do that for 3rd edition, allow stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
it gets
higher
brutal.
level cleric creating water in someone's lung is kind of scary. Like, all right, cool. 20 gallons in that right lung.
Oh, I still contend that control water is still scarier. I mean, that's literally bloodbending. Like, if you've seen
Mhm.
Avatar, you know how
Yeah.
OP as shit bloodbending is.
Yeah. I mean, I would try it at least once, see if it worked.
Yeah.
Well, Shauna wouldn't. I would. Yeah.
So, make sure, since you guys are here, make sure to plan out, or if you want to do anything the next day, since the next day is another free day for you guys, and since you've accomplished pretty much everything you want to do, if you want, either we could do a very quick summary of what you guys want to do, or we can just literally gloss it over and just say y'all did some bullshit for 24 hours before the beginning of the festival the next day.
Oh no, I'd want to take a swing by that magic shop.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So like stuff like that,
Yeah.
keep that in
Yeah.
mind. If anything, like have it written down somewhere to
What was
remember
the-
that we're gonna have a full free day tomorrow to see, or yeah, tomorrow next week to see if there's anything you want to do. And if there is, just keep that in mind so that we can get through that as quick as possible and not take the whole effing 3 sessions to get through another shopping episode.
I also will say next week is the 25th. I have to be out of here by 5 o'clock my time, which is an hour ago. So
So 7, so it has to be
so
7.
7. Yeah, I have to leave at that. I have a union thing I have to get to over the next
Okay.
town over.
Okay, so gonna have to, like I said,
Yeah.
make sure as much as possible you plan out as much as you can. That way we can get through it in a timely manner,
The
and
only
hopefully,
thing Luana would want is to maybe do that spa thing. She has the gold for it,
Yeah,
which she might not.
I will most
Oh.
likely.
keep that in mind, and we will get through it as we see fit. And hopefully, then also the festival itself will also progress quickly, and we can get to the dinner. Because I'm pretty sure, goddamn sure, that as Bart said, he really wants to get to that dinner, and I'm pretty sure all of you want to get to that dinner too.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see how this is gonna play out.
I'm kind of scared.
Is he gonna
Me
be here
too.
next week?
That's why I wanted to get my hair cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, trust me, when you said you're gonna get a haircut, I'm like, oh shit, Gordall's going for this. All right.
Mhm. Yeah.
Wow, we're going all in for this
Going
dinner.
full nines for it. Like that was my plan too. Was
Oh,
just
yeah.
cool outfit, shot,
Yeah.
cleaned up, everything. Gotta look
And
presentable
then,
if
and then
you're
we're
gonna
gonna
go.
have Zebo.
Clang,
No,
clang.
I got a
clang.
plan. I'm gonna be clanking, but I'm gonna disguise self into a very nice suit.
Okay.
No,
What?
no gold plated suit.
Oh, you can.
Oh
disguise
my
your suit
God.
To be gold plated.
Even though it only lasts for like an hour, unless yours
Yeah.
is different.
Yeah.
It lasts an hour, but he can obviously just recast in 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Well,
I think his thing is like straight up constant. Like, he can just keep
no,
doing it.
it's a one time a day thing.
Oh, it is one time a day. Oh,
Yeah.
That's, he's not a warlock.
yeah.
That can
I
just-
thought it was kind of warlocky. That's what I thought it was. Oh.
It's a tattoo that gets me to do it.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so keep that in mind. We're gonna try to get through the next day as much as possible, since it should be a very lax day. Though I highly expect one of you to somehow get into some trouble.
It won't
One
be
way or
me
another.
this time.
It's gonna be
No
Bartholomew or Cordal.
Yeah,
It's not gonna be me this
It's
time.
gonna be Bartholomew or Cordal.
I'm waiting
I'm
for
not.
it.
I'm not stealing anything from this magic shop because I feel like this dude would probably fuck me up.
It's gonna be Bartholomew or Cordal or Sibo accidentally propositioning the wrong person.
Possible.
Mm-hmm.
Watch
What?
her be there, man. That would suck.
Oh
The
my
vendor
God.
just shows up in like the most gorgeous dress ever, and just looks at Simo and just goes, "You could have had this," and just walks away.
Oh my God. That would be fucking hilarious. Holy cow.
All right, but I will see
Okay.
you guys next week.
Alright.
Whatever this dinner might or might not be.
I
See you
guess.
guys.
Have fun.
Luana is now down to 1 gold, 5 silver.
Oh God.
Nice.
Good, good.
Yeah. So when I told the shopkeep 1,490 gold, I said that specifically on
Oh,
purpose.
I thought so.
Because I
I
had
thought
1,492 gold.
in my heart, I was like, oh, he probably has like 50 extra gold pieces. He just wants to hold on to 50 extra gold pieces or something.
Well, that was the initial plan until I spent 35 gold on a dress.
Listen, it's gonna be a real nice dress.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god.
Alright.
But
And I'll wait to see how this goes.
right.
See you guys.
Hi guys, have fun.
Yeah.
Later.
Hi guys, that's gonna be it from me tonight, and thank you guys for coming out for the stream, and see you guys next week.